Welcome in, everyone, to Hendersonville High School as the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers get set to take on the Hendersonville Lady Commandos in one of the final maybe two non-district games of the year for the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers, as they're supposed to play Knox Webb on Friday, but with the impending weather, we'll see if that game happens. But tonight they are playing the Hendersonville Lady Commandos. The Lady Commandos 7-5 on the year, last played on December 30th, so quite some time ago for this Commandos team. Fell to CPA 33-21 in the Liberty Creek New Year's Classic Championship. In the first two games of that tournament, they beat Station Camp 49-45 and Liberty Creek 41-40, but again, have not played since December 30th. For the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers, 10-3 on the year after picking up one of their biggest wins of the season against Pickett County, as they had to come from behind. There was a home game back on Saturday that they won 51-46, trailed for the majority of that ball game until late in the fourth quarter when they were finally able to get the job done against a very good Pickett County team out of the 1A classification. And for the Lady Cavaliers, it's now 4 wins in a row after winning the Watertown Christmas Tournament Championship. Backed it up with a win against Pickett County, and going to try to get a couple of good wins before they do finally start district play next week on Tuesday on the road at Smyrna in District 7 4A. And we'll see what the Lady Cavaliers can do tonight. You look at some of the stats for this Lady Cavaliers team. 3 players scoring double figures so far this season, being led by Allie Gillis's 14.7 points per game. Right behind is Carolee Gilbert at just over 13 points a contest. And then Macy Hudson, the senior, just over 11 points per game. She also leads the team in rebounding at 7.5 rebounds per game. She also leads the team in field goal percentage and 3-point field goal percentage. 53% from the field, 58% from downtown. The top free throw shooter is Carolee Gilbert at 85%, with Allie Gillis at 77%, and then Charlie Roby at 68%. As a team, this Lady Cavaliers group is shooting 69% from the Sonia Brown of the American Way Real Estate free throw line so far this season, and have been really, really solid. We continue on here, the Hooper Huddleston and Horner Funeral Home pregame show. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for, live right here on the Facebook page and our YouTube channel. So you can go over to the YouTube app or wherever you watch YouTube, and you can search Upper Cumberland Reporter. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do that. You can turn on the notifications, and you'll get a notification every single time that we do go live with a broadcast or post a video that Goose does with one of his highlight videos. Of course, make sure you like us on Facebook. Wherever you're tuned in at, make sure you comment along. Let us know where you're watching from and you like the streams, and we'll get to some of those comments throughout the broadcast tonight. But for this Cavaliers team, they're starting to shoot the basketball well, and obviously played very well in comeback fashion against Pickett County the other night when they really needed a good effort in that fourth quarter, and it started on the defensive side of the ball, something that they have been really, really good at this season. And this is a Hendersonville squad that is 7-5 on the year, but not a lot of blowouts this season. They're a young team. They're a scrappy group. They do not score a lot of points, just under 40 points per game. However, they also don't give up a lot of points. Very similarly to this Cookeville squad, they only give up 37.8 points per contest. So this is going to be a defensive battle between these two sides, and something that I think the Lady Cavaliers are very comfortable in doing tonight against Hendersonville. I mentioned it for the Cavaliers. This is supposed to be one of 2 final tune-up games before they get into district play. They're supposed to play Knox Webb at home on Friday. Can almost guarantee you that game is not going to happen with what appears to be 3 to 6 inches of snow on the way for the Upper Cumberland, depending on what forecast you look at. And it seems like it's getting higher and higher as we get closer to Friday. So I would imagine that game would be canceled. I do know they will not play on Thursday. They are looking for a date later on in the year, and so hopefully they're able to play that game, because that'll be a fun one with Knox Webb. Unfortunately, no Upperman games tonight. Noah is still battling his sickness, and we're unable to make a trip down to Franklin County to get that game on for the Upperman Bees. So just this one tonight, broadcast-wise. I'll try to keep you updated with scores throughout the night as we take a check throughout the night for that Upperman and Franklin County game on both sides. This is the Hooper Huddleston and Horner Funeral Game pregame show. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll bring you the starting lineups and tip-off. On the other side, you're watching Lady Cavalier basketball presented by Double Precision Landscaping and Lawn Maintenance on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate is proud to present the Goff Ridge Resort at Center Hill Lake, featuring homes and large level building lots. Homes starting in the $290s and building lots starting at $42,900. The lots are soil tested and approved with utilities at the road and are ready for you to build your dream home. For more information, contact Realtor Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145. 931 Sports Cards and Collectibles is your one-stop shop for sports cards, Pokemon cards, sealed product hobby boxes, and more. Whether you're just wanting some more memorabilia or you're a seasoned collector, the experts at 931 Sports Cards and Collectibles have what you need. Stop by 620 South Jefferson Avenue, Suite 208B in Cookeville from 12 to 6 Wednesday through Sunday or 10 to 6 on Saturday to see their incredible selection. 931 Sports Cards and Collectibles is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team represents a dedicated group of individuals possessing a wealth of expertise in land and farm sales. They possess a range of resources at their disposal, all aimed at showcasing the innate qualities of each property. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back here to Hendersonville as the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers get set to take on the Lady Commandos of Hendersonville. The Cavaliers 10-3 on the year, taking on the Lady Commandos, who are 7-5. For head coach Jamie Gillis, the starting lineups will look like this. The junior number 1 is Carolee Gilbert. A junior number 3 is Allie Gillis. A senior number 4 is Macy Hudson. A junior number 5 is Tania Dirtson. And a junior number 30 is Charlie Roby. For the Hendersonville Lady Commandos, 7-5 on the year. Head coach is Kelly Reed in her 5th season. Their starting lineup will look like this. The senior number 10 is Chloe Rogers. A junior number 12 is Mackenzie Brown. A junior number 20 is Aliyah Mack. A junior number 24 is Kendall Cripps. And a sophomore number 52 is Tatum Taylor. So once again, the starting lineups for both sides. The Lady Cavaliers, Carolee Gilbert, Allie Gillis, Macy Hudson, Tania Dirtson, and Charlie Roby. And for the Lady Commandos, Chloe Rogers, Mackenzie Brown, Aliyah Mack, and Kendall Cripps, and Tatum Taylor. Glad to have everyone along tonight. No Upper Mid basketball broadcast tonight. Unable to get anyone out there. Noah is still battling some sickness, so we apologize for that. But we will have Cookeville broadcast tonight, and we'll keep you updated as best we can with those Upper Mid scores throughout the night tonight. Glad to have you along as hopefully everyone's getting ready for the winter weather coming up a little later on this week. Fortunately, we have basketball tonight. A lot of games are being moved from Friday to Thursday. We will update you on all of those when we compile a list of those Friday games that are being moved to Thursday night. We do know of a few that have already been moved, including some of our broadcast games as well. It'll be Allie Gillis to tip it away against Tatum Taylor. The Lady Cavaliers in their away navy blue uniforms. The Lady Commandos in their home whites. Underway here at Hendersonville, and the Cookeville Cavaliers will have the basketball first, moving from right to left. Tonight, Dirksen getting the start today for the Lady Cavaliers and head coach Jamie Gillis, as Allie Gillis will back it up here to the half-court line, set up an offense. Roby. Gillis on that right side. Here's Macy Hudson. Again, this Lady Commandos team, they do not give up a lot of points. Here's a deep three by Charlie Roby from the left side. Doesn't go, but Macy Hudson has the rebound. Give it back out top. Carolee Gilbert, the best three-point shooter. In terms of made threes, Allie Gillis knocks that one down, and it's a Gary Maxwell Insurance three for the Lady Cavaliers to get the scoring started here in the first quarter. Full court pressure for the Cavaliers. Good diagonal pass there. One more here to Cripps on the run. Cannot get the finish. Good defense by Tanaya Dirksen inside. She's being hounded by defenders and will be fouled by Aliyah Mack. So Mack picks up her first. It's a 3-0 start for the Lady Cavaliers with 7:10 to play here in the first. Once again, give us a comment. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. Make sure you hit that share button if you're watching on Facebook, and give us a like. You can also leave a comment on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube, and like the stream on YouTube as well. Helps us out more than you guys know. Here's Carolee Gilbert on the right wing. Now the flare out to Allie Gillis. One more pass to Charlie Roby. Drives in left baseline. Gets inside. Cannot get the finish as it bounced around, but it's tipped right to her, and she puts it up and in. Macy Hudson able to get the tip to Charlie Roby. And Roby finds her first bucket of the night. A 5-0 start for the Lady Cavaliers. 6:41 to play here in the first. Aliyah Mack trying to bring the ball ahead. Allie Gillis got a hand on it, but now throws it into the hands of Brown. Inside Taylor, that ball poked away, and Allie Gillis comes up with the basketball. Cavaliers defense already making a difference. Dirksen on the left wing gives to Charlie Roby, top of the key. One more to Allie Gillis as she looks to her right to Carolee Gilbert, and will back it up. Now throws to Gilbert on that right side. She looks inside, nobody's there, now crosses over and drives. Out to Allie Gillis for an open look, and in and out, no. Hudson, another offensive board. Trying to go back up. I think she lost it. No, it was blocked. So Cookeville will keep it on the left baseline after the block. The inbound to Carolee Gilbert. A few screens, fires it away, knocks it down. A Gary Maxwell Insurance three for Carolee. Her first bucket of the day. 38% from downtown. Most makes on the season alongside Allie Gillis so far from downtown. This one almost stolen away. Now finally into the front court for Hendersonville. They have had a tough time just trying to get a shot up in the air. Finally, Tatum Taylor breaks the no scoring for the Lady Commandos. 8-2 with 5:39 remaining here in the first. Cookeville has controlled the opening quarter. Macy Hudson a three, in and out. Inside rebound, ripped away by Gillis, but then picked back up by the Lady Commandos as Rogers has the basketball. She's looking around, and a timeout's going to be taken by the Lady Commandos to keep possession. I would imagine this would just be a 30-second timeout to keep possession of the basketball with 5:26 to play here in the first, and that will be the case. So just a 30-second timeout taken by Hendersonville. Parents and caregivers, the best defense starts at home. Take a timeout to talk with your youth about the dangers of substance misuse. Talk, they hear you. For important resources, including conversation tips, visit powerofputnam.org. 5:26 remaining here in the first quarter. It's an 8-2 start for the Lady Cavaliers of Cookeville on the road at Hendersonville, and a good start for the Lady Cavaliers, who may or may not have another game coming up this week, scheduled to play Knox Webb on Friday. 95% chance that game is not going to happen this week. We'll have to wait and see if they're able to move it to a later date. Again, that is a non-district game, so when you start to try to move around the non-district games later in the season, they get pretty tough. Out of the timeout, a lot of pressure here for the Lady Cavaliers, and that's a 10-second violation. That's going to be Cavalier basketball the other way. That defense has been tremendous early on with 5:15 still to go here in the first quarter. Be Cavalier basketball. They lead it by 6. Moving from right to left. Carolee Gilbert on the left wing. Here is Allie Gillis. Gilbert looking inside. Now throws to Hudson on the left wing. Puts it on the deck. And out to Gilbert again. She drives, gets cut off by two different defenders. Here's Hudson. Lady Commandos in that zone defense. They'll switch around a little bit, though. Roby got inside of it. The floater, a little too strong Rebound down to Hendersonville. Mack will throw ahead to Cripps, and she'll bring it ahead now across the timeline. A few numbers here. Good move by Cripps, but she got poked from behind and saved back in by Mack. One more pass. Here's Brown, top of the key. They have not been into their half-court offense until this possession right here. It has either been a transition try or a turnover so far. This is the first time they've been in the half-court. Down low to Cripps, and she got bailed out by Tania Dirksen inside as she was out of control and wasn't really going to get a good shot up there. But Tania Dirksen got a hand on her arm and will pick up her first foul. Team's first foul here in the first quarter with 4:25 remaining. At the line will be Kendall Cripps. And misses the first. Once again, live on Facebook and YouTube tonight. No Upperman broadcasts. We'll have them coming up on Thursday as their game against Stowe Memorial did get moved from Friday night to Thursday night. That'll be a big one to start 7 AAA play. Second free throw good. 8-3 start for the Cavaliers. Allie Gillis, another 3 on the way. Missed that one short. Rebound tipped around. Here's Hudson. Gillis back out to Roby. Penetrates. Trying to get it over to Gilbert for an open look and got it back after the tip. Bounce pass to Hudson in the corner. Jabs now throws to Gillis. A dangerous pass that she did a good job of to get out to Roby. And then they call a foul for a push on Gillis. And that foul is going to be called on Aliyah Mack. It's her second foul already. Second team foul as well on the Lady Commandos with 3:58 remaining here in the first. Here's the handoff play to Gillis in the corner. Around to Roby, top of the perimeter. She looks left side. Now Gilbert with the basketball. Gillis again. Crosses and drives. Gets inside with the right and finishes. Allie Gillis, a good start for the Lady Cavaliers. The leading scorer for this Cookeville team this season. 5 points here in the first quarter. 10-3 lead for Cookeville on the road. At the other end, Cripps has the basketball. Throws it back out here on the right wing. 3:31 remaining here in the first quarter. Jacob Vincent alongside the beautiful Desiree Vincent on camera tonight. Here on UCR, Facebook, and YouTube. On the left wing, now looking inside. Tatum Taylor knocked from behind as Tania Dirksen got a hand on the basketball and out of bounds. First sub of the game will check in. Sydney Hines checks in for Hendersonville. They throw it into Rogers for the jumper. That's no good. 2 players trying to get the basketball inside, but Hudson doing a good job to tip it to Charlie Roby, and the Cavaliers have it. Gillis, no look pass to Gilbert. Jabs now brings it to the middle of the court. Thought about the 3, gives to Gillis. Tania Dirksen had pretty good position inside. They couldn't get it to her. Now Gillis driving, kicks it out to Roby for the 3 try. Roby knocks it in. Charlie Roby from downtown, the Gary Maxwell Insurance 3. It's a 13-3 start for the Lady Cavaliers with 2:45 to play here in the first. Hines trying to bring it across for the Lady Commandos. Goes to the Euro step and throws up a wild shot that probably never had a chance. At the other end, Carolee Gilbert beats the defense, had it blocked. Tania Dirksen there tries to throw it back out and threw it out of bounds. And it will be Hendersonville basketball. Well, if you're looking on YouTube, make sure you search Upper Cumberland Reporter, because I can pull it up myself, and it is live right now. Upper Cumberland Reporter on YouTube. If you're trying to watch it on YouTube, it is live right now. Out of bounds, it'll be Cookeville basketball. 2:17 remaining here in the first. 13-3 lead for the Lady Cavaliers. Good start defensively. Offense has gotten going as well. 5 points for Allie Gillis, 5 points for Charlie Roby. Kendall McLeod is into the ball game for the first time for Cookeville. Here's Carolee Gilbert outside. Crosses, tries to get inside, all the way to the basket. The left hand, no good. And the rebound down to Hendersonville. Pretty good take, though, for Carolee Gilbert. Just could not get it to fall. Now across the timeline, that's a double dribble. As Mackenzie Brown looked like she wanted to stop, couldn't really make the decision, and the indecisiveness turns into a turnover. And it will be Cookeville basketball with 1:51 remaining here in the first. McLeod on the left wing. Finds Gilbert. She gets inside again. Baseline pass McLeod. Out to Gillis. Gets a screen. Now doesn't use it. Back out to Gilbert. Maybe? No. Down inside to Hudson. Here's Roby. She'll get inside. Turn around, tried to find Gilbert, and maybe one too many passes there for the Lady Cavaliers. Had a couple of open looks, but didn't take them. 1:20 to play here in the first Lady Commando basketball. Brown. Make that Taylor now. And the offense trying to figure something out here against the Lady Cavalier defense, who has been in the man-to-man at the start of this ball game. Still 1 minute to go here in the first. Chloe Rogers with it now. And that pass taken away by Allie Gillis. Turns on the Jets. The right hand finish is good. Stealing the score for Allie Gillis, who has 7 points here in the first quarter. 15-3 they lead, that being the Lady Cavaliers. 40 seconds remaining here in the first. Hines on the near sideline looking for help. Throws it down low. What a pass. Taylor gets the finish with the left. That was a heck of a finish for Tatum Taylor inside, who was in a tough position, threw it up with the left and got it to fall. 15-5. Lady Cavaliers on top by 10. They're going to take the final shot of this first quarter. 17 seconds remaining here in the first frame. Roby still dribbling it out, throws to Gillis with 10 seconds. Here's Hudson. Gilbert to Roby, 5 seconds. Gillis open in the corner, in and out, no. Rebound tipped around, McLeod's got it, gets it off in time, and cannot get the finish, but a good start to this first quarter for the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers. They lead at the end of one, 15-5. You're watching Cookeville basketball, presented by Double Precision Landscaping and Lawn Maintenance on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
All Sports and Outdoors in Jamestown is the Upper Cumberland's best sporting goods store. From cleats to camping supplies and everything in between, this family-owned store has it all. All Sports and Outdoors is proud to support our community, including student athletes throughout the Upper Cumberland. Stop in at 207 South Main Street or visit their website at hall42.com. All Sports and Outdoors is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
It's a great start for the Lady Cavaliers. After one quarter of action, they lead at 15-5. Allie Gillis leading the way with 7 first-quarter points. Defensively, they've been very, very good. Tatum Taylor has the 2 buckets so far. She's got the basketball right now for the Lady Commandos. That one turned over into the hands of Tania Dirksen. The pressure has been great for Cookeville here against Hendersonville, who was 7-5 on the year, coming off of a loss against CPA in their last game in a low-scoring affair in that game, 33-21. They struggle a little bit offensively this season, but normally defensively pretty solid. Gave up 15 points in that first quarter, though, to the Lady Cavaliers. And Cookeville's going to pick up a foul here as Carolee Gilbert picks up her first. Sub entering back in for the Lady Commandos is Aliyah Mack. And Chloe Rogers will come out. Mack picked up 2 fouls in that first quarter. So playing with the 2 fouls now on the court for the Lady Commandos. Lady Cavaliers have been pressuring full court and then dropping back in the man-to-man defense. And it looks like they're sticking in that for now. 7:23 to play here in the second quarter. 10-point advantage for Cookeville. Mack on the elbow. 2 defenders around her. Inside, Taylor is going to be bumped and fouled. And I believe this one is going to be on Charlie Roby, hacking down on the arm, because it looked like Allie Gillis was pretty straight up. And that is the case. So Charlie Roby picks up her first. At the line is going to be Tatum Taylor. Who had 4 points in the first quarter, 4 of the 5 for Hendersonville. The lefty misses on the first, a little too strong. Macy Hudson, Sadie Garrett entering back in for the Lady Cavaliers as Allie Gillis and Carolee Gilbert come out. So it's Macy Hudson, Kenna McLeod, Sadie Garrett, Charlie Roby, and Tania Dirksen, the 5 on the floor right now for Cookeville. Second free throw good from Taylor. She's got 5 points. It's 15-6 with 7:14 to play here in the second quarter. Here's Sadie Garrett on the left wing for Cookeville. Throws to Hudson at the free throw line. Puts it on the deck. Bounce pass to Roby in the corner. Gets to the baseline. Cut off well by the defense. Hudson looking around after a few pass fakes. Roby gets to the middle. Nice shot fake. Missed it on the way back up. Here comes Sydney Hines for the Lady Commandos. Now Cripps on that right side. Past the defense and finishes. Cripps, her first bucket. She's got 3 points. 7-point game, 15-8. Sadie Garrett on the right wing. Throws to Hudson in the corner. Hudson around to Kendall McLeod. Now one more to Charlie Roby. Garrett loose in the corner. Doesn't take it. Back out to Roby again. Top 2 scorers at the scores table right now for the Lady Cavaliers. Going to enter at the next dead ball. McLeod inside. Blocked out of bounds. And Cookeville will keep it. Nice block by Tatum Taylor. So Gillis and Gilbert's coming back into the ball game as Sadie Garrett and Kendall McLeod will come out. Starters back out there on the floor for the Lady Cavaliers with 6:21 remaining here in the first half. They inbound it to Tania Dirksen. Here's Roby. Gilbert. Pass fake and drive. The floater, no good. Dirksen has the rebound, trying to rip it away. And a jump ball is going to be called. It'll stay with Cookeville underneath. Here's Charlie Roby, top of the perimeter. Macy Hudson, Allie Gillis thought about the 3, driving inside. Bounce pass out to Roby. One more to Gilbert. Been a patient offense for the Cavaliers that have led to a good amount of open looks so far here in the first half. Now Dirksen, here's an open look by Gillis. Missed it short, and a good box out underneath by Taylor to lead to a MAC rebound. Hendersonville turns it over again. They've turned it over so many times near that half-court line due to the Cookeville pressure. Gillis got a hand on it again. Gilbert now on the right side for the Lady Cavaliers. Throws it up top to Gillis. Touch pass down low to Hudson, who finishes with the right. Heck of a pass by Allie Gillis to get Macy Hudson her first bucket of the night. It's 17-8 with 5:25 remaining here in the first half. And another turnover. Roby now with it. Gilbert looks inside. Nice shot fake. The right hand, a little too short. She couldn't believe she missed it. She's still right there defensively, though. Hendersonville going to try to get it across. They've got numbers if they hurry. Here's Cripps on the right side. Hands it off to Hines. Looking inside to Mack, but couldn't get it there with 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. This Hendersonville team a year ago went 20-10, 5-3 in district play. They won their district championship tournament. Made it to the sectional round where they fell to a very good Coffee County team, 63-30. 4:42 remaining here in the first half. 17-8 lead for the Lady Cavaliers. Gillis got a hand on that basketball, now trying to go for it, and is going to pick up a foul in the process as she went for it and then fell on the ground, and Cripps went down afterwards. So Gillis will pick up her first. Team's third here in the second quarter with 4:34 remaining. A couple of subs came in for Hendersonville. As London Averett checked in for the first time, and Chloe Rogers is back in. This ball goes out of bounds, and that'll be Cookeville basketball the other way. So a few too many turnovers here in the first half for Hendersonville to really get back into the basketball game. Big credit to the Cookeville defense. They've been phenomenal. 17-8 they lead with 4:24 to play here in the second quarter. Allie Gillis has it on the right side. Takes it to the top of the key, gives to Hudson, will put it on the deck. Back out to Roby, who penetrates with the right hand. Off the window and down. Charlie Roby, 7 first half points. She only averages 3 per ball game. Normally the point guard and a very good facilitator to the basketball who can also rebound. And that's going to be an over and back violation. Cripps had it in the front court and then dribbled in the back court. Got people tuning in from El Paso, Texas. I saw Northern Kentucky, Crossville in there as well. Appreciate everyone who has left a comment already. If you haven't done so, please do so. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. Make sure you give us a like, give us a share. If you're watching on Facebook, you can also like the stream on YouTube as well. 11-point advantage for the Lady Cavaliers with 3:53 remaining here in the second quarter, and that's a 5-second violation as Charlie Roby didn't create any separation from Chloe Rogers. She was trying to set up the offense, didn't realize how close Rogers was, and they were counting. Here is Rogers for a 3-try. That one's off the mark. And the long rebound in the hands of Carolee Gilbert for the Cavaliers. Here comes Cookeville, 3:37 to go here in the second quarter. Nice crossover by Gilbert and a burst of speed. Can't get the finish. And Hendersonville has the basketball. Mack to Rogers on the left wing. Spins around and cut off by two different defenders. A baseball pass here to Hines on the right side. One more to Rogers as she looks at the rim. Cookeville has been in that man-to-man defense pretty much all night long. Tough pass, and a foul is going to be called on Cookeville. They get it on Macy Hudson. And say that she pushed Everett in the back. It is the fourth foul on the Lady Cavaliers. No fouls have been called on Hendersonville here in this second quarter with 3:12 to play. It has not been a very physical ball game, though. They inbound it to Everett, who spins in the lane. Gets cut off by two different defenders. Good defense by Cookeville that time. Ahead to Kendall McLeod here on the left wing. Back to Carolee Gilbert. Dirksen to Gillis. Down low to Hudson, who's wide open on the left block. What a pass. Macy Hudson finishes again. Gillis has had a few really nice assists today to Macy Hudson. She averages 2.5 a ball game. Picks up another one right there. 21-8 Cookeville leads. 2:43 remaining here in the second quarter. Everett inside. Taylor got really good position, but good defense by Macy Hudson to stay straight up and give a little bit of contact. McLeod will bring it across the timeline to Carolee Gilbert for a 3-try. A little bit off the mark. Cripps tracks down the rebound for Hendersonville. 2:26 remaining here in the first half. This is Hines with the basketball. Lost it, got it back, now driving right baseline. Underneath the basket, blocked away by Gillis, and a late whistle on a foul call on Allie Gillis. So Gillis will pick up her second. And that is the team's fifth with 2:18 remaining here in the second quarter. So Hendersonville will be shooting free throws from here on out in the first half. Hines at the line, too strong. So Gillis will come out as Sadie Garrett comes in. Dirksen did come out. They didn't realize who they were coming in for, as Dirksen was coming off as well. Sadie Garrett is in, and Kendall McLeod is in there. Free throw, no good from Hines. 21-8, 2:14 to play here in the second quarter. Gilbert driving. Puts it up with the right. Too strong. Hudson trying to fight for the rebound. Last touch by Everett out of bounds. It'll be Cookeville basketball on that left baseline. 2:07 remaining here in the first half. They throw it into Gilbert on the right wing. She'll drive inside. Split the defense. Trying to draw some contact and not going to get the call. And now the Cavalier fans becoming a little bit restless with the 5 fouls called on Cookeville in the second quarter and none called on the Lady Commandos. They throw it to Roby out top. She's going to drive inside. Here's the floater from Charlie Roby. Can't get the teardrop to go. McLeod tried to tip the rebound to herself. And it's in the hands of the Lady Commandos with 1:54 to play here in the second quarter. Cripps stolen away from behind as Gilbert will throw it back in, but a foul is called first. And Kendall Cripps will pick it up. So Cripps picks up her first, team's first here in the second quarter with 1:49 remaining in the first half. 21-8 is the score here in the first half. Roby hands it off. McLeod back to Roby. Now Macy Hudson. And that one is turned over. And Hendersonville will have it again. After one quarter of action, Upperman leading Franklin County 21-7 in girls basketball. Here's a 3-ball from the corner by Hines. That one's no good. Roby trying to track down the rebound. A lot of contact, a deflection, and a foul is called, I believe, on the Cavaliers somehow. Carolee Gilbert picks up her second. So the second foul called on Gilbert. It is now the 6th team foul on the Lady Cavaliers here in the first half compared to in the second quarter compared to just 1 called on the Lady Commandos. Hines misses another free throw at the line. The Lady Commandos have really struggled from the line. They are now 2 of 6 so far from the stripe. Beg your pardon, 2 of 7. That one missed as well. 6 missed free throws in the first half, 2 of 8. 21-8 is the score, with Cookeville leading. 1 minute to go here in the first half. McLeod on the drive, all the way to the rack and finishes. Kendall McLeod finds her first bucket here in the first half. 23-8, Cookeville on top. Cripps, a little driving, and that'll go out of bounds. 44 seconds to play in this second quarter. Again, we'll try to keep you updated throughout the night on those Upperman scores. Just mentioned it after the first quarter. Upperman leading 21-7 against Franklin County. 23-8, Cookeville on top here. On the drive is Rogers, cut off by Dirksen, throws it up with the left hand. That's a really nice finish by Chloe Rogers. Her first bucket. Charlie Roby will bring it across as she looks to the sideline to Coach Gillis with 24 seconds to play here in the first half. Cookeville will take the final shot, leading by 13. Carolee Gilbert takes a peek at the clock and backs it up to the half-court line. Now Charlie Roby. 10 seconds. Roby crosses with 6, kicks out. Carolee Gilbert a 3. Yes! 2 seconds to go. It'll run down, and Carolee Gilbert sends the Lady Cavaliers into halftime with a 26-10 lead in a very good first half of basketball for the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers. You're watching it right here on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network, presented by Double Precision Landscaping and Lawn Maintenance.
Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with the UCR team on Tuesday nights at 7, live for the UCR Coaches Show from the rooftop. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Amanette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood, or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and test drive the all-new Chevy Trax or Silverado today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
The Quality Family, a local company supporting and caring for our local communities. The Quality Family offers services to get you back to the game. From bracing to oxygen and everything in between, we can meet your medical equipment needs with Buckeye Home Medical Equipment. If you have an in-home need for strength and conditioning, for example after a surgery or injury, Quality Home Health is available to provide individualized care while you are on the mend. For those with end-of-life diseases, Quality Hospice is available to provide nurturing care during those difficult times. Choose the Quality family of services for care within your community. Visit thequalityfamily.com to navigate all we have to offer you.
When you order delivery from Domino's, you can get more than just pizza for $6.99. You can get specialty chicken, savory pastas, oven-baked Parmesan bread bites, molten lava crunch cakes, and medium 2-topping pizzas as well. We didn't stop at pizza, and you don't have to either.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this home on Links Drive in Cookeville. With 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms in a prime location, this could be your forever home. Call 931-979-1191 for more information and to schedule a showing, or visit chadandamycrouch.com. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future. It's what we do. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate is proud to present the Goff Ridge Resort at Center Hill Lake, featuring homes and large level building lots. Homes starting in the $290s and building lots starting at $42,900. The lots are soil tested and approved with utilities at the road and are ready for you to build your dream home. For more information, contact Realtor Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145. 931 Sports Cards and Collectibles is your one-stop shop for sports cards, Pokemon cards, sealed product hobby boxes, and more. Whether you're just wanting some more memorabilia or you're a seasoned collector, the experts at 931 Sports Cards and Collectibles have what you need. Stop by 620 South Jefferson Avenue, Suite 208B in Cookeville from 12 to 6 Wednesday through Sunday, or 10 to 6 on Saturday to see their incredible selection. 931 Sports Cards and Collectibles is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
It's halftime here at Hendersonville, the Happy Hiller Halftime Show. Visit happyhiller.com for all your heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical problems today. That's happyhiller.com. The halftime score, 26-10 in favor of the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers. Really, really good first half of defense for the Lady Cavaliers, and they did a pretty good job offensively in that first half as well. 15 points in the first quarter, 9 more in the second quarter against a defense that is only allowing 37 points per contest. 26 in that first half. They really did a good job against a struggling offense in Hendersonville, who only scores about 39 points per game. So they did a really good job against them as well, only giving up 10 points in that first half to Hendersonville. For the Lady Cavaliers, they're being led by a couple of different players right now, as Allie Gillis had 7 points. All of those came in the first quarter. 7 points for Charlie Roby in the first half. Carolee Gilbert has 6, Macy Hudson with 4, and Kendall McLeod with 2. On the other side for the Hendersonville Lady Commandos, they're being led by Tatum Taylor's 5 points, 3 points for Kendall Cripps and 2 for Chloe Rogers. The Hendersonville Lady Commandos 2 for 8 from the free throw line in that first half. Really struggled to knock down free throws, and they had a lot more chances in that first half. The Lady Cavaliers have not been to the Sonia Brown of the American Way Real Estate free throw line one time in this ball game so far. Check of the Upperman score. They are leading Franklin County with 4 minutes to play in the first half, 33-7. That brought to you by Gentry's Power Equipment. Halftime here for the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers. They lead it 26-10. We'll take another break. When we come back, the second half is on the other side. Happy Hiller halftime show. Visit happyhiller.com for all your heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical problems today. That's happyhiller.com. You're watching Cookeville basketball, presented by Double Precision Landscaping and Lawn Maintenance on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Real Estate Collective Auction Group offers expertise in a variety of services, including real estate, personal property, equipment, and nonprofit benefit auctions. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their upcoming auctions at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Auction Group is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
All Sports and Outdoors in Jamestown is the Upper Cumberland's best sporting goods store. From cleats to camping supplies and everything in between, this family-owned store has it all. All Sports and Outdoors is proud to support our community, including student athletes throughout the Upper Cumberland. Stop in at 207 South Main Street or visit their website at hall42.com. All Sports and Outdoors is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back here to Hendersonville. Second half about to get underway between the Lady Cavaliers and the Lady Commandos. Cookeville wins the first half 26-10, holding Hendersonville to just 10 first half points. Once again, another check of the Upperman score at Franklin County tonight. Unable to do the broadcast, but we are getting score updates thanks to Petey. Appreciate him for giving me the score updates. Halftime score 48-12. Upperman leading at the break. That brought to you by Gentry's Power Equipment and Petey as well. We appreciate Petey for letting us know about the score. Upperman on top, 48-12 against Franklin County. Lady Commandos start out with the basketball first here in the second half, and another turnover by Hendersonville, something they really struggled with in the first half against the Cookeville pressure. Here's Allie Gillis with the basketball. Looking for a backdoor cut to Tania Dirksen. One more to Carolee Gilbert, but cannot get the finish. That was a beautiful play, but just couldn't quite get it to go down. And that's one thing the Lady Cavaliers have struggled with a little bit tonight. Some of those bunnies inside, they have not been able to finish. 26-10, Cookeville still on top, 30 seconds into this third quarter. And we've got a foul called on Charlie Roby. So that'll be the second foul whistled on Charlie Roby. First foul of this third quarter called on the Lady Cavaliers as well. And Hendersonville will inbound from the right baseline. Cripps throws it into Taylor. She's going to try the three, missed it short, and that'll go out of bounds, and it'll be Cookeville basketball the other way. 7:19 remaining here in the third quarter. 26-10, Cookeville on top by 16 points. Carolee Gilbert thought about a three. Gives off to Hudson. Starters out there on the floor for the Lady Cavaliers. Dirksen, Gillis, Hudson, Gilbert, and Roby. Here is Carolee Gilbert. Crosses over, gets inside. A few shot fakes. Back out to Allie Gillis. Will try the deep three. That one doesn't go. Dirksen tips the rebound to Carolee Gilbert, who will be fouled. This foul is going to be called on Aaliyah Mack. Her third foul here in the ballgame. She picked up 2 in the first quarter. None in that second quarter, so just picked up her third. Allie Gillis will inbound. Out top to Roby, who played very well in that first half. She had 7 first half points. Almost gets it stolen away, and it is stolen away. A dangerous pass by Gillis, picked off. Here comes Hendersonville with 6:43 to play here in the third quarter. No score from either side so far in this second half. Hendersonville has really struggled against the Cookeville defense so far, and they've been in the man-to-man all night long. Obviously, they've played a little bit of zone this year as well, and that jumper is no good from Mack. Here comes Macy Hudson. Throws to Allie Gillis on the left wing. She gets inside, tried to throw it over to Gilbert, but turned it over as she had 2 defenders in front of her. Now the double team, and now Cripps has it. Brings it across the timeline, picked up by Dirksen. Down low, Taylor, and she will be fouled. And not a whole lot Charlie Roby can do there. That she wasn't in her spot because she was helping off, and picks up another foul. So Charlie Roby picks up her third foul. It sends Tatum Taylor to the line for 2 free throws with 6:11 to play here in the third quarter. As Kendall McLeod will get set to come into the basketball game. And that free throw no good again. 2 for 9 now are the Lady Commandos at the line tonight. Sydney Hines checked back in for Hendersonville. No good on both of them. 2 for 10 is Hendersonville from the free throw stripe tonight. They trail by 16. 6:05 to play here in the third quarter. McLeod on the left wing. Still no score from either side. 2 minutes into the second half. McLeod in the corner. Down low. Hudson puts it up and finishes. Macy Hudson, 6 points now for the Lady Cavaliers. And a nice finish there over a taller Mack. That's what's really impressive about this Lady Cavalier team. They don't have a ton of size, but they've played teams with size this year and have beaten them. Farragut had a lot of size, able to get that win. Even Pickett County matched up well with them, able to get that win as they really did a good job on the post player. Callie Reeder inside. And Tatum Taylor is kind of the focal point of this offense tonight as well for Hendersonville. Have done a great job on her for the most part. 28-10, Cookeville leads after another turnover by Hendersonville with 5.5 to play here in the third quarter. Smith County leading DeKalb County 44-24 early in the third quarter. That's where Goose is at tonight. You'll have coverage coming up afterwards on the website, UpperCumberlandReporter.com. Gillis trying to get position inside it. Tipped off of a defender back to her. McLeod a three. A little too strong. And Elia Mack has the rebound. 5 minutes to go here in the third. An 18-point advantage for Cookeville. Mack across the timeline. Throws over on the right side now to Brown. Here's Cripps, got left open on the top of the perimeter. She knocks it down. A big shot for the offense of Hendersonville. Kendall Cripps hits her first three-pointer of the day. And now Cookeville looks for the answer. Dirksen. That pass deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Cavaliers. 4:34 remaining here in the third quarter. A 15-point advantage for Cookeville. Here on the road at Hendersonville. We'll have the boys game coming up afterwards. Make sure you stick around for that. Deep one from Gilbert. It's good. Way downtown is Carolee Gilbert. She's hit 3 of those here in the ball game. It's another Gary Maxwell Insurance three-pointer for the Lady Cavaliers. 4:17 remaining here in the third. This is going to be close to a 10-second violation. They barely get it across as Brown gives ahead to Mack. Inside, Taylor trying to get position on Hudson. Good job by Hudson to give the body and not let her get any ground. Mack now in the corner looking inside to Brown. Gillis is right there. Kicks it back out to Cripps. Really good defense again for the Lady Cavaliers with 3:55 to play here in the third. Top of the key three from Hines is off the mark. And out of bounds, it'll be Cavalier basketball. Timeout taken here by Hendersonville. Full timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. You're watching Cavalier basketball as they are winning 31-13 with 3:48 to play here in the third. It's presented by 931 Sports Cards and Collectibles on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
All Sports and Outdoors in Jamestown is the Upper Cumberland's best sporting goods store. From cleats to camping supplies and everything in between, this family-owned store has it all. All Sports and Outdoors is proud to support our community, including student athletes throughout the Upper Cumberland. Stop in at 207 South Main Street or visit their website at hall42.com. All Sports and Outdoors is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Back here at Hendersonville, 3:48 remaining in the third quarter. It's 31-13. Cookeville on top. Here in this third frame, the Lady Cavaliers with the lead. Parents and caregivers, the best defense starts at home. Take a time out to talk with your youth about the dangers of substance misuse. Talk, they hear you. For important resources, including conversation tips, visit powerofputnam.org. 3:48 to play here in the third quarter. Hendersonville took the timeout. It was their second timeout. They've got 3 remaining. Cookeville has not used a timeout yet. They've got all 5 to go. And they're hoping that they won't need to use a timeout here in this contest. Up 31-13 with under 4 to play here in the third quarter. Here's Kendall McLeod. As McLeod is out there with Hudson, Gillis, Gilbert, and Dirksen. Had Hudson for a second. Defense converged down on her. It's been a zone all night long for Hendersonville. It moves around a lot, and it creates a turnover here. It is a Hendersonville team that only allows 37 points per game. Giving up 31 right now to Cookeville. That jumper no good. Tipped around. Cookeville trying to get it. Bodies hitting everywhere. Mack has it. The jumper, it will go from the elbow. Elia Mack knocks it down. Now Allie Gillis with the basketball for the Lady Cavaliers as Hendersonville has scored on back-to-back possessions for the first time. Actually, I should say they turned it over before that, and now a timeout is going to be taken by the Lady Cavaliers. A 30-second timeout taken by Cookeville. We'll keep it right here. So I mentioned it, Upperman was up at the break at Franklin County. Again, no broadcast of that game tonight. But it was a halftime lead of 48-12 in that ball game. That score brought to you by Gentry's Power Equipment. DeKalb County trailing Smith County 44-24 early on in the third quarter. That's where Goose is at tonight. He'll have coverage coming up afterwards on the website, so make sure you check that out. Smith County got a big win against Cannon County on the girls' side just last week in avenging their early season loss. That was a good Cannon County squad. Smith County playing some really good basketball. I'll tell you what, 5-2A this year is going to be really, really competitive, especially when Reese Beatty gets back for York coming up in a couple of weeks, hopefully. Cookeville on top right now. They just burned their first time out of the ball game as they're looking to get the offense going here in the second half, leading 31-15 with 2:48 to play in the third. They've only scored 5 points here in this third quarter so far. Here's Dirksen on the left wing. Nice cut by Roby. Back out to Hudson for the baseline jumper. Missed it short. And the rebound is in Hendersonville's hands. Here comes Brown. Pretty good look for Macy Hudson. Just couldn't knock it in, but that's what Cookeville wants to see. Good looks. Here's Mack again. Lets the play develop as she looks to the sideline. Now we'll back it out and reset. 2:15 to play here in the third. Mack, the elbow jumper, hits again. Just hit it from that same spot. Back-to-back jumpers by Elia Mack. 31-17, 2:04 to play here in the third, and a little bit of life here for this Hendersonville squad. Allie Gillis with a basketball. Spins, trying to split the defense, hands it off to Dirksen and around to Roby. One more Hudson. Down low, Dirksen got wide open inside and lays it up and in. A nice cut and a nice feed from the perimeter. 33-17, Cookeville on top, 1:43 to go here in the third. Here's Sydney Hines with the basketball. Will take it inside, ripped away by Roby and out of bounds, and Hendersonville will keep it on that right baseline. Carolee Gilbert coming back in, checks in for Tanaya Dirksen. Cripps will inbound. Throw it out top. Mack catches. She's had a couple of buckets in their last couple of possessions. She's been the one to get the offense going here for the Lady Commandos. Gillis almost took it away from behind. Now a fight for it on the ground. Gilbert is in there to tie it up. A jump ball, and it will belong to the Lady Cavaliers of Cookeville. 1:21 to go. Cookeville gets the basketball back with a little over a minute and 20 seconds to play here in this third quarter. Roby brings it across. These two teams, they've met twice since 2022. Cookeville winners of both those games in 2022 and 2023. Hudson misses that one a little bit short. 1 minute to play here in the third quarter. 33-17 our score. Make sure you stick around post game. We'll name our Nelson Trophy and screen printing player of the game. Cripps on the top of the key now for Hendersonville as we wind down under 50 seconds. A nice cut by Brown and a good finish. Mackenzie Brown finds her first bucket. And the Hendersonville offense has almost outscored themselves in the first half here in the third quarter. They've got 9 points in the quarter. They scored 10 in the first half, 33-19. It's still a 14-point lead, though, for the Lady Cavaliers. 30 seconds to go here in the third. And they're counting. That is nowhere close to an arm's length. I mean, that is impressively far away to be counting for 5 seconds. Allie Gillis picks up her dribble, throws off to Macy Hudson. Still 14 seconds to go here in the quarter. Now Roby drives, gets in the lane, can't get the finish. Mack the rebound, still 7 seconds here for Hendersonville. Mack on the top of the key, stops, Shot fake, now just throws it up there. It's not going to go. Good defense by the Lady Cavaliers, and Cookeville leads at the end of 3, 33-19. You're watching Cookeville basketball, presented by 931 Sports Cards and Collectibles on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teeupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Iron Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Iron Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with the UCR team on Tuesday nights at 7, live for the UCR Coaches Show from the rooftop. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Fourth quarter action getting underway here at Hendersonville. The Lady Cavaliers on top by 14, 33-19. It'll be Hendersonville basketball to start this fourth quarter of action. Hines out there with Rogers, Brown, Cripps, and Mack. Taylor on the bench right now. And again, some early pressure from the Cavaliers. Hendersonville able to get it across. Here's Rogers for an open look from the left side. That one's a misfire, but Brown has the offensive rebound, misses the putback. Mack got it. Now Gilbert takes it away. Now there's a tie-up, and it will be a jump ball that goes to the Lady Cavaliers. Macy Hudson was getting a little bit of an extended break. Coach Gillis didn't like that possession and immediately sends Hudson back onto the floor. 20 seconds in here to the fourth quarter. It'll be Cookeville basketball. Lady Cavaliers trying to pick up their 11th victory of the season here on the road at Hendersonville before what most likely will have a little bit of a break before going to Smyrna next week to open up district play. They're scheduled to play Knox Webb on Friday at home. That game is probably not going to happen this week. There's Charlie Roby. Picks up her dribble. Now Hudson. Back out to Roby. 50 seconds into this fourth quarter now. Gilbert on a shot fake. Drives inside with the right hand. Hangs, can't get the finish. The rebound is down to Hendersonville. Brown underneath, able to get out of the double team. Hines across the timeline. 6:56 to play here in the ball game. 33-19 our score. Mentioned it could be a low-scoring game as both of these defenses are really good. Cookeville only allowed 10 points in the first half. Hendersonville on the season only allows 37. 33 right now for the Lady Cavaliers. Mack, another jumper in the lane, hits again. Elia Mack has found some sort of rhythm there in that mid-range. And now a timeout taken by the Lady Cavaliers, a 30-second timeout taken by Cookeville with 6.5 to play here in the fourth quarter in a 12-point ball game, 33-21. Parents and caregivers, the best defense starts at home. Take a timeout to talk with your youth about the dangers of substance misuse. Talk, they hear you. For important resources, including conversation tips, visit powerofputnam.org. Second timeout burned by the Lady Cavaliers. All timeouts remaining are full timeouts, so 3 timeouts remaining. 6:30 to play here in the fourth quarter. It's 33-21 they lead, and it's been kind of this ball game all the way throughout where they got out to a good lead in that first quarter, leading 15-5. And it's kind of hung around 10 to 15 points all game long, with the Cavaliers' defense being really, really solid. Hendersonville's offense has just now started to wake up a little bit in the second half, and it's really been Elia Mack who's got 6 points ever since the halftime break. But she has been the catalyst, at least so far. Dirksen will drive inside, all the way to the basket, missed it, got her own rebound, and puts it up and in from the left side. Created some space underneath and able to get the finish. Up by 14 again are the Lady Cavaliers. Gillis, no. Man, I didn't see a whole lot of contact. Thought she had the steal and the breakaway. Instead, it's going to be another foul on Allie Gillis. It's her third. Charlie Roby and Allie Gillis each have 3 fouls. It's just the first foul of this fourth quarter with 6:12 remaining. Still up by 14. Mack to inbound over top to Brown. Tries to drive on Hudson, stays right in front. Cripps, top of the perimeter. Gets inside with the right, finishes from the left side. Kendall Cripps with another bucket. She's got 8. 35-23, sticking around are the Lady Commandos. Again, they're 7-5 on the year. Not a bad basketball team at all. Gillis on the drive, gets fouled. I believe we'll have the first 2 free throws of the night for the Lady Cavaliers, a team that likes to get to the line. Kendall Cripps will pick up her second foul. Allie Gillis at the Sonia Brown of the American Way Real Estate free throw line. Hits on the first. 77% free throw shooter this year. Lady Cavaliers as a team shoot 69% on the season. 2 good free throws there for Gillis. Nothing but nylon. 37-23. Back up by 14. Go Cookeville. 5:44 to go here in the ball game. Again, for the Lady Cavaliers, scheduled to play Knox Webb on Friday. That game probably not happening, so their next game would be at Smyrna a week from today to open up 7-4A play. Same for the Cavaliers on the boys' side. Pass inside to Cripps here. She finishes from the right block. Again, this Hendersonville team has now found a little bit of rhythm. 10 points on the day for Kendall Cripps. That's a game high. 37-25 now. Still a 12-point lead for Cookeville. Gillis throws to Dirksen. Hendersonville's defense has been a little bit better here in the second half. Macy Hudson inside. Nice finish in the post. She's got 8 to lead the way, while Allie Gillis actually has 9, so right behind her at 8 points. 5 minutes to play here in the fourth. Cripps now on the drive. Comes to a stop as she's cut off by Dirksen. Second half today presented by 931 Sports Cards and Collectibles. Good deflection there by Tanaya Dirksen out of bounds with 4:47 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Carolee Gilbert checking back into the basketball game. Cripps will inbound it deep in that left corner. Throws it in. Mack. Roby got a hand on it. Mack puts it up and finishes again. She has been lethal in that mid-range. And Mack finds another bucket. It's another timeout taken by Hendersonville. A full timeout. We'll take it with them with 4:41 to go in the ball game of a 12-point game. You're watching Cookeville basketball presented by 931 Sports Cards and Collectibles on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show. And you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Aminette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335 where we soar higher.
Welcome back here at Hendersonville High School. The Lady Cavaliers on top 39-27 with 4:41 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Been a good ball game so far for Cookeville, defensively especially, limiting this Hendersonville offense. However, Hendersonville has played much better here in the second half, and especially in the fourth quarter. They've found a little bit of rhythm, keeping this game fairly close. Just a 12-point game right now. It seemed like the Lady Cavaliers, who led 26-10 at halftime, are going to start to run away with it, but Hendersonville has kept it in check. Here's Carolee Gilbert on the right wing, down low tonight. Dirksen, dangerous pass, and we've got a foul called on the Lady Commandos. And this is going to be called on Aliyah Mack. It's her fourth. So a sub will come in for the Commandos as Chloe Rogers is back into the ball game with 4.5 to play here in the fourth. And it will be Cavalier basketball. Now another foul called on Hendersonville, as that one's called on Mackenzie Brown, her first. Just the team's third here in the fourth quarter, 4:28 remaining, and Noah said it in the comments. It has turned into a nice game here. Here's Hudson from the elbow, a little bit short. Gillis, a nice offensive rebound for the Lady Cavaliers. Trying to create some space, finds Gilbert for a three try, in and out. Rebound tipped around, Gillis, another one inside. Goes back up with the right, no good. And now out of bounds, it'll belong to Hendersonville. 4:13 remaining here in the fourth. The Lady Commandos have stuck around. Trailed by 16 at halftime. Only had 10 points in the first half. They've done a great job here in the second half to get back into the basketball game with their defense and good offense on the other side. Rogers will be fouled here by Charlie Roby, who just picked up her fourth foul. So Roby's going to have to come out with 4 minutes remaining here in the contest for a good amount of the rest of this ball game. Chloe Rogers will be at the line for 2 tries, but they have really struggled from the stripe today. She hits the first, though. Rogers' first time to the stripe. Before that free throw, they were 2 for 10. Now 3 for 11. And now 3 for 12 from the line. 9 missed free throws, and they're down by 11. 3:53 to play here in the fourth quarter. Hudson will give here to Charlie Roby. And out to Allie Gillis, who will be fouled by Kendall Cripps. She tried to go for the ball and got a little too much of the body. That is the 4th team foul on Hendersonville with 3:44 remaining here in the fourth quarter. So the next foul by the Lady Commandos would send the Cavaliers to the line for the rest of this ballgame. They've only been there one time at the Sonia Brown of the American Way Real Estate free throw line. And they hit both of them. It was Allie Gillis. And now Cookeville moving the basketball around, trying to run that clock down with 3.5 to play here in the fourth quarter. Hudson to Allie Gillis. Will drive inside, gives to Dirksen. Trying to really spread out that Hendersonville defense. They have done so, and they'll look for some open lanes inside if they can get them. Gillis past the defense, inside. Lost it, stolen away by Brown. Here comes Mackenzie Brown on that right side, out of bounds, and that should be Cookeville basketball. They're going to say it was off the foot of Dirksen, even though it was pretty much on Hines as she was laying out of bounds. It's a tough call. And Coach Gillis apparently is going to get a warning here for leaving the coach's box. She was not past the coach's box. It's turning into an interesting game. 2:57 remaining. Cookeville has controlled this ball game. An interesting call on the out of bounds there, and then an interesting warning given. And this will still be Hendersonville basketball on the far sideline with 2:56 to play here in the fourth. Big possession here for the Lady Commandos. Could cut it to single digits. Brown drives in to the basket. Good hands by Roby. Got a hand on it, out of bounds. And again, I don't know how that goes to Hendersonville. The physics just aren't adding up. The official's right there, though, so he definitely has a better eye on it than I do. Inbounded here to Taylor. In the middle of the lane, Cripps the jumper, no good. Rebound, tracked down by Rogers. Here's Cripps again. 2:36 to go. A deep three by Taylor will go. That is a huge shot with 2.5 to go in the ball game. And a timeout taken by Hendersonville after Tatum Taylor knocks down the three. It's 39-31 with 2:30 to play here in the contest. We'll step aside. You're watching Cookeville basketball presented by 931 Sports Cards and Collectibles on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back here to Hendersonville High School. 2:30 remaining in the fourth quarter. It's 39-31, an 8-point advantage for the Lady Cavaliers, but Hendersonville has done a great job to get back into this basketball game. And I'm seeing some of the comments. I know Noah has responded Misty saying that she's tired of hearing about Upperman. Well, we broadcast all of Upperman games normally, and we are not doing the one tonight. One of the first games that we have not done all season long, so that is why I'm giving the score updates throughout the night, because they are one of our schools that we do all of their games for, that someone pays us money to do all of their games for, hence why I say the score updates are brought to you by Gentry's Power Equipment. That is why I'm talking about Upperman basketball. And I know Noah addressed it, but I'll address it as well. He didn't tell me to bring the score updates. I'm doing that myself. There's a foul out top called on Cripps. And there's a lot of people asking about the Upperman game, as Noah mentioned in the comments as well. Cripps picks up her fourth. And I will continue bringing the Upperman score since we are not doing their broadcast tonight when we normally do. Here's the free throw from Roby that does not fall from the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. And this has turned into a pretty solid basketball game with 2:13 remaining. An offensive rebound by Allie Gillis is a big one after two misses from the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. Here's Charlie Roby out near the half-court line. I also gave score updates on DeKalb County and Smith County since Goose is out there too. I can also only give score updates when I am given score updates, so that's the other part to it. If I do not see scores for other games, I cannot give those score updates. Foul is called on Chloe Rogers. It is her first. Allie Gillis at the Sonia Brown of the American Way Real Estate free throw line, and she knocks it in. Gillis has played well tonight. She's into double figures, and now a 9-point ball game with 2:01 remaining, and hits them both. 4 for 4 from the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. With under 2 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter, it's a 10-point advantage for the Lady Cavaliers. Hendersonville, tip of the cap to them. It was a 16-point game at halftime. They've cut it all the way down to 8. And now a foul on the Lady Cavaliers on the way to the bucket. They're going to get Allie Gillis with her fourth, and now Cookeville has some foul trouble as Charlie Roby has 4, Allie Gillis has 4. Roby's going to come out here with 1:45 to go in a 10-point game. And Kendall McLeod is back in. And now we've got a foul on the inbounds called on who? Oh my goodness, Allie Gillis just fouled out. This game has been interesting. Allie Gillis will foul out with 11 points in the contest. So Roby, who has 4 fouls as well, comes right back in. That was the 4th team foul on the Lady Cavaliers. They inbound it to Brown. She stepped out of bounds, and that'll be Cookeville basketball. So 1:43 to play. The Lady Cavaliers lead by 10. I saw Noah's comment. Listen, I'm calling basketball. I can't be mad calling basketball. Now a steal by Mack inside. She will finish with a foul. Aliyah Mack with the bucket into double figures with that bucket. The foul is called on Macy Hudson. It's her second. It will put Mack at the line to make this a 7-point game with 1:32 remaining. Mack's free throw is good. Somewhere that they have struggled so mightily tonight. Hit a big free throw. It's 41-34. Here's Carolee Gilbert. 1:24 remaining. Both teams are in the bonus. The possession arrow in favor of Hendersonville, and a foul given by Rogers. So they're going to foul Charlie Roby, who is a 68% free throw shooter, but missed her first 2 tonight from the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. We'll head to the stripe with 1:19 to go. Up by 7 are the Lady Cavaliers, who led by 16 at halftime. Able to knock the first one home is Roby. This one would put her into double figures. Roby just averaging 3 points per contest this season. And the second free throw good. And Scott is tuning in, saying investigate these refs. You know what? I might have to agree with you there. They've been a bit suspect. 2 good free throws, though, for Charlie Roby. Back to a 9-point advantage for the Lady Cavaliers with a 1:06 to play. And now Hendersonville has slowed it down. Not exactly sure why. Rogers, really no urgency to him, and they turn it over. Lady Cavaliers able to create the turnover. That's something that the Cavaliers have done a great job of all night long. Roby across the timeline. Here's McLeod. Crosses. Skip pass. Dirksen, 43 seconds to go. Well, now after fouling the last few possessions, they can't get out to a player. Good ball movement here as well, and now the foul is given as Elia Mack will give it. That is her 5th. She will foul out. So Mack will foul out with a team-high 11 points on the night. And it sends Kendall McLeod to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. And we do very much appreciate everyone who has commented along tonight, showing their appreciation for the games. Listen, we wish we could do as many as possible. We do as many as we possibly can. As McLeod a little bit short on the first. She'll have a second one from the Sonia Brown to the American Way Real Estate free throw line. That one is good. It's back to a 10-point advantage with 34 seconds to play. This is going to be a good win for the Lady Cavaliers. Still with some adversity here in the second half and are now going to build into 5 wins in a row. Hopefully they get to play Knox Webb on Friday. That game probably not going to happen. Now another turnover and the Cavaliers will have it. And hopefully we'll just be able to dribble this one out with 16 seconds to play. Roby, McLeod. Down to 10 seconds. Here's Dirksen. 6 seconds. They're going to let that one go since there's 3 seconds on the clock. And our final score tonight, Cookeville wins it 44-34. They led by 16 at halftime, but they still get the 10-point victory in the end. Again, final score 44-34. As we welcome here into the post-game show, we'll name our Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. We'll let you know what's coming up next. Really good win for the Cavaliers, who played really, really good basketball in that first half, especially defensively, and really played well in the second half as well. Hendersonville finally just found some offensive rhythm in that second half. Here are the final tallies for both sides. After leading 26-10 at halftime, Hendersonville able to get back into it, cut it to 8, and then cut it to 7. The Lady Cavaliers get out of here with a victory. They were led by Allie Gillis's 11 points tonight, 9 points for Carolee Gilbert. Macy Hudson had 8, 9 points for Charlie Roby as well. 4 points for Tania Dirksen, and 3 points off the bench for Kendall McLeod. On the other side for Hendersonville, led by Elia Max, 11 points, 10 points for Kendall Cripps, 8 points for Tatum Taylor, 3 points for Chloe Rogers, and Mackenzie Brown had 2. I'm going to go with Allie Gillis for the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. Tremendous defense tonight, just a hound on defense in that first half. Continued on in the second half and led the team in scoring tonight with 11 points, going 4 for 4 in the fourth quarter from the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. Another solid victory for the Lady Cavaliers, who hold Hendersonville to 34 points on the night. Cookeville improves to 11-3 on the season. They're supposed to play Knox Webb on Friday. That game's probably not going to happen. So Cookeville's next game will most likely be on the road at Smyrna coming up on Tuesday. We will be there for broadcast coverage of that basketball game. I do have a final score update for Upperman as well. That's right. This is a final score update for Upperman, brought to you by Gentry's Power Equipment. Upperman wins 71-32 against Franklin County. So the Upperman Lady Bees, another victory for them. They'll get ready for Stone Memorial coming up on Thursday, and I'll keep you updated for the boys game throughout this boys game tonight. We'll step aside for a little bit. We'll throw the intermission graphic up on the screen. The Cookeville Lady Cavaliers win 44-34 boys game coming up in just a little bit. Welcome back, everyone, to Hendersonville High School as we welcome you into the Hooper Huddleston and Horner Funeral Home pregame show. The Cookeville Cavaliers getting set to take on the Hendersonville Commandos now on the boys' side. The Hendersonville Commandos 7-6 on the year. They beat White House in their last game 46-36 on December 30th, where they went 2-1 in the Liberty Creek New Year's Classic. Fell to a very good and undefeated 17-0 Easel Harding team, 34-33 in game number 1. Bounce back and beat Macon County in game 2, 48-39, and then White House in their third game, 46-36. This Hendersonville team are 4-1 in their last 5 games. They'll actually go to White House coming up on Thursday. And for this Cookeville team, 7-7 on the year. Fell to a good Pickett County team, 72-63 on Saturday in a game that they did not have Walker Redding. They didn't have Joseph Owens for the majority of the first half, who left with an injury. And, in today's game, they're not going to have Walker Redding or Joseph Owens, as they are both not dressed, and they will not be available for today's game. So this could be a tough game for this Cookeville basketball team as they get ready to take on Hendersonville, who looks to have all 5 of their starters raring and ready to go. And a Hendersonville team that does have a little bit of size as well. They start 6'4" down in the post, and they will also bring in a 6'7" player off the bench. They also say they've got a 7-footer on the bench. He looks more like 6'8", 6'9". He's still very tall, but he is definitely, I don't think he's 7 foot, a true 7 foot, but he probably won't be playing in this game. He played in the JV game a little bit, and I doubt we'd see him here in the varsity contest. But for the Cookeville Cavaliers, mentioned it, 7-6 or 7-7 now on the year after the loss to Pickett County. They're looking to get back into the win column after falling in 3 straight down in Florida, losing to Pickett County on Saturday, and now trying to get a win here as well. Once again, appreciate everyone tuning in. Make sure you leave a comment if you haven't done so already. A good amount of people have already left a comment. We do appreciate you. Make sure you let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. And again, I will be giving Upperman updates as we normally broadcast their games. We are not doing their game tonight, so we'll be giving updates throughout the night on their scores. The Lady Bees got the job done in blowout fashion against Franklin County in their first game, and then obviously we'll keep you updated on some scores around the area when they come in as well. Goose is down at DeKalb County, Smith County. Smith County was ahead in that ball game early in the third. Would imagine they held on to win that ball game. Let's bring you the starter lineups for both sides. First for the Cavaliers, in an injury-depleted Cavalier lineup, they will look like this. Bo Maxwell, a freshman, wearing the number 11. Jaron Davis is a senior wearing number 12. Bryce Herron, a sophomore, number 15. Brody Parsons, a junior, number 24. And Jalen Dank is a sophomore wearing the number 5. Would imagine we'll see Maddox Copeland throughout the night. Brady Casal out there as well. But down 2 of their players who normally get a good amount of starting time. We'll see what they can do tonight. Starters on the other side for the Hendersonville Commandos. Sophomore, number 3, Aiden Meadows. Senior, number 5, Cooper Jordan. Senior number 11 is Riley Jordan. Senior number 23 is John Becker. And a sophomore number 20 is Weston Hall. I mentioned that 6'7" player. That is Weston Hall. He is getting the start tonight. He came off the bench in their last game against White House, as the sophomore Michael Muskins got the start. He will not be starting, so it will be Weston Hall, the sophomore at 6'7", getting the start tonight. And he will jump it off against Jaron Davis for the Cookeville Cavaliers. Once again for the Cavaliers, Bo Maxwell, Jaron Davis, Bryce Herron, Brody Parsons, and Jalen Dank. For the Hendersonville Commandos, Aiden Meadows, Cooper Jordan, Riley Jordan, John Becker, and Weston Hall. The Commandos 7-6, the Cavaliers 7-7. About to get underway here at Hendersonville High School on Facebook and YouTube, and Jaron Davis trying to time the jump a little bit early. Now we're underway, and he does time it perfectly, and the Cavaliers will start out with the basketball first here at Hendersonville High School. My name's Jacob Vincent, joined by the beautiful Desiree Vincent on camera. Here's Brody Parsons for a 3 try from the left wing. That one's off the mark. Dank saves it back into Bo Maxwell for the floater. Can't get it to go, and the rebound ripped down by Jordan. Here comes Cooper Jordan. There's Cooper and Riley. They're both seniors, and they look pretty alike. I'm going to imagine they're twins. I'm not going to say that for sure, but I'm going to imagine they are. Could be cousins. You never know. Here's a steal by the Cavaliers in that zone defense, 40 seconds into the contest. If you haven't done so already, hit that share button. Make sure you leave us a like whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. There's Bo Maxwell, throws to Parsons, top of the key. Now gives to Bryce Herron on that right wing. A shot fake, back out to Jaron Davis. He'll take the triple. Davis a little too strong. Dank the offensive rebound, back to Davis. Here's Herron now on that right side. Back out to Jaron Davis again. Again for the Cavaliers, no Joseph Owens, no Walker Redding. They're both unavailable for today's contest. You see Jalen Dank, he's got both wrists wrapped up and the right elbow. Here's Jaron Davis for a three, who knocks it down. A Gary Maxwell Insurance three for the senior, averaging just over 18 points per game. He had a tremendous game against Pickett County. I believe he had finished with 32 in that ball game, so his average probably closer to 20 points now on the season. Jordan inside to Jordan. Kick it out on the left wing for a three try. That one falls in, and the answer is there for John Becker to tie it up at 3 apiece with 6:23 to play here in our first quarter. Bryce Herron brings it across the timeline on the parquet floor. Parsons top of the perimeter, now Herron right wing. Finds Dank. Parsons again. Surveys. Hendersonville in the man-to-man defense, and that was straight into the hands of Weston Hall. Here comes Hall. He rises and slams it home. The sophomore with some easy bounce. 5-3, Hendersonville takes the lead with 5:50 to go here in the first, and that got the Hendersonville fans here in attendance on their feet. Here on this near side, a good amount of them. Jaron Davis the answer. Gary Maxwell Insurance three for the senior again, and Cookeville back on top by a point. 5:35 to play here in the first quarter. Entry pass to Riley Jordan. Give it back out to Meadows. There's Becker. Meadows directing traffic. Puts it on the deck with the right. The bounce pass to Cooper Jordan. He tries the three. That one's a little too strong. Bryce Herron the rebound for the Cavaliers. This Hendersonville team a year ago, pretty good season, 14-14, but they made the region semifinals after winning their district tournament. As that one is missed short. Parsons got the rebound, but it was because of a foul. So Brody Parsons will pick up his first. And as I was saying with the Commandos, 14-14, just 3-5 in district play. Ended up falling to Beach in the Region 6-4A semifinal. But they won their district tournament to get the 1 seed, win the region quarterfinals, and then make the region semis. And they fell to Beach in that game 41-25. Good amount of seniors and sophomores this year for this Hendersonville team, who've played a pretty good schedule to this point. They trail by 1 right now with 4:45 to play here in the first. Here's Becker on the right wing, trying to get it inside against that zone defense. Meadows tries the three. Up in the air, and a good rebound by Brody Parsons inside to rip it away from the 6'7 Hall. On the other side, Dank, a nice spin move to the left hand. Can't get the finish. It fell a little bit short as it came out of his hands. Now Meadows on the run, right through the defense. Parsons got a hand on it, and a pretty good foul to not let an easy shot get up there. So Brody Parsons will pick up his second foul. And looks like Brady Casal will get set to come in and replace him. At the line, Meadows misses on the first. Second free throw, no good, as Meadows goes 0 for 2 from the stripe, and the Cavaliers still with a 1-point advantage here in the early going. Now Davis on the drive, gets in the middle of the lane, try to kick it back out to Casal, and he cannot track it down before it goes out of bounds. Try to throw it to him on the top of the key. I think he thought Casal was going to be on the right wing. Casal was moving more towards the top of the key and threw it behind him. 6-5 lead for the Cavaliers, 4:10 to play here in the first. And it is Hendersonville basketball again. Casal into the ball game. Hasn't played a ton this season. That pass high in the air, handled by Jordan. Here's Weston Hall now as he puts it on the deck. Try to throw it down low. A nice catch inside by Riley Jordan, and he gets the jumper to go. So Riley Jordan finds his first bucket. 3 different players have scored now for the Commandos. It's a 7-6 lead for the Commandos with 3:43 to go here in the first quarter. Davis thought about the three, throws off to Maxwell. He's trying to drive inside, picks up his dribble, looking for a little help. Gasal to come get it, throws to Davis, top of the perimeter. Davis will jab. He'll drive with the left hand off to Bryce Herron. Good defense there by Riley Jordan. Davis again picked up by Cooper Jordan. 1 point advantage for the Commandos here with 3:20 to play in the first. Dank trying to drive through 2 defenders. A lot of contact and a good defense there. It was either Meadows or Hall got his hand on top of the basketball, and the jump ball is called. And it will be Hendersonville basketball going the other way with 3:14 remaining. So once again, we will have basketball coming up on Thursday. Would imagine we have no basketball on Friday. A lot of the Friday games are being moved to Thursday. I know for sure we'll have Upperman and Stone on Thursday. We'll have Pickett County and Clay County on Thursday as well. Upperman and Stone will be our high school basketball game of the week. A miss by the Commandos. Here's Davis on the drive. Nice move. He can't get the finish, but a foul is whistled before the shot. And that'll be the first on the Commandos. See who they get it on. They're going to tag Cooper Jordan with his first. As Maddox Copeland coming in, and a couple of subs coming in for Hendersonville as well. Isaac Painter and Michael Moiskins. 2:49 remaining here in the first. Jaron Davis on the inbounds. Triggers the three. No good. Rebound tipped around. It's in the hands of Herron. One more to Bo Maxwell. He'll trigger the three. Off the mark. And a good rebound inside by Weston Hall. 2:36 remaining here in the first. Here's Cooper Jordan with the basketball. Throws to Riley at the elbow. The floater's no good. And the foul's going to be called on Isaac Painter. Didn't have position, just tried to hack down on the basketball. And picks up his first foul. 2:29 to play here in our first frame. We'll have our UCR basketball show, hopefully, coming up tomorrow. I guess that kind of depends on how Noah is feeling coming up tomorrow as well. We'll break down all of the games this past weekend coming up as well, and hopefully get you ready for the incoming snowstorm this weekend. Bryce Herron triggers the three. He connects from the right wing. Their top three-point shooter on the season at 38%. It's another Gary Maxwell Insurance three here in the first quarter. It's a 9-7 lead for the Cavaliers with 2:04 remaining in the first frame. Painter on the top of the key. Throws here to Hall on the right wing. Against that zone defense of the Cavaliers, it has really slowed down the Commandos. They got inside this time, though. Riley Jordan didn't realize how open he was. He hesitated for a second to let the defense fly by, and they didn't, and then he missed it. And then Jalen Dank and Maddox Copeland were not on the same page. Copeland was cutting to the basket. Dank threw it behind him, and he will come out for a little bit. So now it's a really, really small lineup for the Cavaliers. Jaron Davis is the tallest player out there. It's Bo Maxwell, Brady Casale, Bryce Herron, Jaron Davis, and Maddox Copeland, the five on the floor right now for the Cavaliers. Again, no Joseph Owens, no Walker Redding, so they're missing some of their defensive prowess with that size that is out with an apparent injury possibly today. 1:18 remaining here in the first. Hall tries a three. It's too strong. And we're going to get a rebound here on Cooper, or a foul here on Cooper Jordan. As they're going to say Maddox Copeland had a good box out. Cooper Jordan picks up his second foul. So Riley Jordan and Aiden Meadows are back in. As Cooper Jordan and Weston Hall check out. 1:12 to play here in the first. 9-7 lead for the Cavaliers. What? They called over and back. It was never over. You have to bring the basketball over the half-court line for it to be over and back. I tell you what, these officials do not know what they're doing. That's not the right call. Oh, my goodness. I got to be careful. Hendersonville's got the basketball again. It does not matter if he is coming from the backcourt. He never had the basketball. All right, up past it. Inside, and the shot missed. 47 seconds to play here in the first. It's a 9-7 lead for the Cavaliers. Bo Maxwell on the left wing. Bryce Herron, a three. Connects again. A Gary Maxwell Insurance three for Bryce Herron. 4 made triples in the first quarter for the Cavaliers. They lead by 5 with 30 seconds to play in the first. Aiden Meadows on the top of the key. Kicks on the wing. Back to Meadows again. And inside, a wide open Moiskins put it up and in. He got behind the defense in that zone. 12-9 lead now for the Cavaliers with 15 seconds remaining here in the first. Davis across the timeline. He crosses with 4 seconds, kicks to nobody as he threw it in between Maxwell and Casal. You can see with those injuries to Redding and Owens, the chemistry not quite there right now for this Cavalier team with 1 second, 1.7 seconds on the clock. 12-9 lead for the Cavaliers. And have a chance here for Hendersonville. They throw it in. Just checking into the ball game for the Commandos. The shot from the junior Mont Seagraves is off the mark. The Cavaliers have the lead 12-9 at the end of one. You're watching Cavalier basketball presented by Double Precision Landscaping and Lawn Maintenance on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and test drive the all-new Chevy Trax or Silverado today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
The Quality Family, a local company supporting and caring for our local communities. The Quality Family offers services to get you back to the game. From bracing to oxygen and everything in between, we can meet your medical equipment needs with Buckeye Home Medical Equipment. If you have an in-home need for strength and conditioning, for example after a surgery or injury, Quality Home Health is available to provide individualized care while you are on the mend. For those with end-of-life diseases, Quality Hospice is available to provide nurturing care during those difficult times. Choose the Quality family of services for care within your community. Visit thequalityfamily.com to navigate all we have to offer you.
Getting started here in the second quarter. Cavaliers start out with the basketball first. They lead 12-9 after the first quarter of action. All made triples. Heron almost got another one to go, but it's an offensive rebound for Brady Casal. 12-9 lead after one quarter of action here on the road at Hendersonville for the Cavaliers. Upperman has a lead on the road at Franklin County. They lead 12-8. They are playing without Bronston Chaffin. That score brought to you by Gentry's Power Equipment. 30 seconds into this second quarter. Appreciate everyone tuning in. My name's Jacob Vincent, joined by the beautiful Desiree Vincent. Davis on the drive will be fouled on the way, and he will be at the Sonia Brown of the American Way Real Estate free throw line for 2 shots. Foul is going to be called on Mont Seagraves, who checked in late in that first quarter. His first. And Davis connects on the first of 2 free throws at the Sonia Brown of the American Way Real Estate free throw line. Davis, 32 points in their loss against Pickett County on Saturday. Trying to pick up their first win in 4 games. 2 good free throws for Davis. He's got 8 points. Bo Maxwell will come out as Jalen Dank is back in. For the Cavaliers, no Walker Redding, no Joseph Owens. Up by 5 is Cookeville on the road here at Hendersonville on a 7-6 Hendersonville team. But they're 4-1 in their last 5 games. Started the season against 3 really good teams. Here's a tough foul call on Jaron Davis as he's just got in a tough position. First foul on Davis. First foul on the Cavaliers with 7:10 remaining here in the second quarter. They're going to inbound it to Isaac Painter here in the backcourt. Inside. Good pass down low. Did Davis get a piece of that from behind? Becker with it again. Will put it back up and in after the miss. So Becker with 5 points. He's the first player with 2 baskets tonight, as they had 4 different players with 1 bucket in the first quarter. Davis to Jalen Dank for the open triple. Does not go. And Maddox Copeland almost ripped the rebound away, but it's in the hands of Isaac Painter. 6:35 to go here in the second quarter. A 3-point advantage for the Cavaliers. Painter on the top of the key will throw to Meadows. Back over to Painter as he looks inside. Here's Seagraves. No look pass to Hall. Down low to Becker on a nice feed. He finishes. Weston Hall, he's been really impressive here in this first half so far. He's only got a couple of points, but he can facilitate the basketball. He's 6'7", listed as 6'7" as well. Davis, a nice move inside, and they call it a travel. I don't know. I only say that because he's been doing that all season long. 14-13, Cookeville's on top by 1. 6:09 to play here in the second quarter. Meadows will give to Seagraves here on the right wing against that zone defense of the Cavaliers. Here's the spot-up jumper for Hall, who knocks it in. I tell you what, he's going to be a special player here in the next few years. Just a sophomore this year, but he's got some game. 5:48 to play here in the first half, a 1-point advantage for the Commandos now. Casal out near the half-court line for Cookeville. Trying to set up the offense, drives it right side, throws to Copeland, and he did travel, yep. He took one too many steps. He didn't put the ball on the ground or on the floor before he took those steps. So it will be a turnover by the Cavaliers with 5:35 to go here in the second quarter. Meadows on the top of the key, setting up the offense for the Commandos. Top of the key pass for Riley Jordan, who's back in there. Meadows again with it. Puts it on the deck with the right hand. A burst of speed. He finishes. What's the official doing? No way they called that a good bucket. Oh, my goodness. I mean, just a horrendous call. It is a foul, but it's way before the shot. There's no such thing as continuation in high school, but there is tonight. And credit to Aiden Meadows. He went and finished the bucket. He got the 2 points for it. The foul was called on Brady Casal. It's his first. The free throw is no good. Meadows is 0 for 3 from the stripe so far. Just two horrendous calls so far here in the first half. 3 missed by the Cavaliers. Good rebound by Mont Seagraves. 5:04 to play here in the first half. Weston Hall, the 3 doesn't go. Seagraves is right there for the putback, though. He's brought in a lot of energy off the bench, and a timeout taken by the Cavaliers. 4:51 to play here in the second quarter, and Hendersonville has built a 5-point advantage. It is a full timeout. We'll step aside with them. 19-14, Hendersonville is on top. You're watching Cookeville basketball, presented by Double Precision Landscaping and Lawn Maintenance on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
When you order delivery from Domino's, you can get more than just pizza for $6.99. You can get specialty chicken, savory pastas, oven-baked Parmesan bread bites, molten lava crunch cakes, and medium 2-topping pizzas as well. We didn't stop at pizza, and you don't have to either.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this home on Links Drive in Cookeville. With 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms at a prime location, this could be your forever home. Call 931-979-1191 for more information and to schedule a showing, or visit chadandamycrouch.com. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Out of the timeout taken by the Cavaliers, 4:51 remaining here in the second quarter. Parents and caregivers, the best defense starts at home. Take a timeout to talk with your youth about the dangers of substance misuse. Talk, they hear you. For important resources, including conversation tips, visit powerofputnam.org. 19-14 lead. The Cavaliers just led 14-13, 6 straight points for Hendersonville. Almost a steal. Now a backdoor cut to Maxwell. One more to Casal for an open look. Can't hit it. Heron is right there, and he gets the putback. So out of the timeout, they do get points, albeit a little bit unconventional. But Bryce Heron now 8 points here in the first half. He and Davis each have 8. It's 19-16 with 4:25 remaining. Weston Hall, nice spin move. Good defense by Dank. Give it back out to Meadows now on the wing. Meadows gets to the elbows. He looks for the back door. This is Mont Seagraves, and he traveled with the basketball. So that'll be a turnover by the Commandos, and it will be Cavaliers ball the other way. 4:12 remaining here in the first half. I mentioned it, Opperman leading after the first quarter. They are playing without Bronston Chaffin tonight at Franklin County. They're leading 12-8. That score brought to you by Gentry's Power Equipment. 4:03 remaining here in the second quarter with the Cavaliers on top. There's Bo Maxwell. He jabs and drives right back to Davis. He'll take the 3 from the right side. In and out. That ball went halfway down. It will be Commandos ball the other way. Meadows right through the defense. Somehow stepped on the ball and got it back, but he missed it on the way up. Tough miss there for Meadows, but the Cavaliers will take it. Here's Heron in the corner for the 3 try. A little bit short. And Riley Jordan has the rebound. Tries to throw ahead. He gets it up to Hall, who lost it on the way up. He kind of mistimed his jump, and Jalen Danks got it for the Cavaliers. Well, Cookeville fortunate to not allow a couple of buckets on the last 2 possessions by Hendersonville. There's Jaron Davis trying to create some space. Out to Jalen Dank for the triple try. Too strong. And Cookeville has gone ice cold shooting the basketball here in this second half, or here in this second quarter. There's a walk inside that they let go as Houston Bogle is in for the first time. And it's another miss inside for the Commandos. 2:57 remaining here in the second quarter. Bo Maxwell will give to Jalen Denk here, top of the key as he looks right side. Now Davis in the paint's going to go up as he will miss it. Good defense by Aiden Meadows. Meadows will bring it ahead. Meadows at the basket. Denk got all the way up there but couldn't get the finish. And now he's reaching at his left wrist. Or I shouldn't say couldn't get the block, as Meadows did get the finish. And it's 21-16. Jalen Denk has both wrists wrapped up. He's got his right elbow wrapped up, and he was just reaching at his left wrist after that block attempt. Cavalier basketball as they trail by 5, looking to get the offense going. Maxwell now in the right corner. Gives it around. Here's Casal over to Heron. He jabs and drives. Back out to Casal for the open look. Can't get it to fall, and Denk can't corral the rebound as Bogle's got it for the Commandos. Here comes Riley Jordan across the timeline. Gives it over to Hall on the left wing. Hall crosses. He will drive inside, and he will throw it down this time. Weston Hall, another dunk. He's got 6 points here in the first half. It's 23-16 with 1:47 remaining in the second quarter. Brody Parsons getting set to come back in for the Cavaliers. Now Heron in the corner's got it. Skip pass to Bo Maxwell. Fakes on the three, drives inside to the bucket, and he gets the finish with the right. Nice scoop shot there for the freshman. Bo Maxwell, another good 2 points. Up by 5 are the Commandos. After that bucket, 1:20 remaining here in the first half. Meadows, Seagraves, rattles home the three. Mont Seagraves off the bench with another bucket. He's got 5 here in the second quarter. Hendersonville only 9 points in that first quarter, now 26 on the ball game. 1 minute to go in the first half. Extra pass to Casal and around to Heron. Here's Davis. He'll try the deep three from the left side. Doesn't go again. Hendersonville trying to push. Mont Seagraves sees the defense in front of him and slows it down with 45 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. It's a 26-18 lead for Hendersonville here on their home floor. Meadows inside, and this time they wave it off. Impressive. He let it go last time. And the foul is called on Casal. It's his second. Parsons is in for the Cavaliers for Casal. Painter also back in alongside Becker for the Commandos. Painter trying to inbound. Throws it into Riley Jordan with the turnaround off the glass. No. And Brody Parsons has the rebound for the Cavaliers. 30 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Bucket here would be huge for the Cavaliers, who trail by 8. Jaron Davis will let it run down. 18 seconds and counting. Now 2 defenders will come to Davis with 12 seconds. Heron, skip pass, Maxwell, 10 seconds. Here's Davis trying to get inside. Back out to Maxwell for the three. Try, and he hits it with 5 seconds to go in the half. Hendersonville with it, 1 second. The left-handed heave, no good. Big three by Bo Maxwell for the Gary Maxwell Insurance three-pointer. And our halftime score, 26-21 in favor of the Hendersonville Commandos. Good ball game brewing. Stick with us. The Happy Hiller halftime show coming up next. You're watching the Cookeville Cavalier basketball team, presented by Double Precision Landscaping and Lawn Maintenance on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future. It's what we do. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate is proud to present the Goff Ridge Resort at Center Hill Lake, featuring homes and large level building lots. Homes starting in the $290s and building lots starting at $42,900. The lots are soil tested and approved with utilities at the road and are ready for you to build your dream home. For more information, contact Realtor Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145. 931 Sports Cards and Collectibles is your one-stop shop for sports cards, Pokemon cards, sealed product hobby boxes, and more. Whether you're just wanting some more memorabilia or you're a seasoned collector, the experts at 931 Sports Cards and Collectibles have what you need. Stop by 620 South Jefferson Avenue, Suite 208B in Cookeville from 12 to 6 Wednesday through Sunday or 10 to 6 on Saturday to see their incredible selection. 931 Sports Cards and Collectibles is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team represents a dedicated group of individuals possessing a wealth of expertise in land and farm sales. They possess a range of resources at their disposal, all aimed at showcasing the innate qualities of each property. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
All Sports and Outdoors in Jamestown is the Upper Cumberland's best sporting goods store. From cleats to camping supplies and everything in between, this family-owned store has it all. All Sports and Outdoors is proud to support our community, including student athletes throughout the Upper Cumberland. Stop in at 207 South Main Street or visit their website at hall42.com. All Sports and Outdoors is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with the UCR team on Tuesday nights at 7, live for the UCR Coaches Show from the rooftop. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the odds. cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Amanette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Welcome back to Hendersonville High School. It is halftime here at Hendersonville with the Commandos on top 26-21 after one half of action. This is the Happy Hiller halftime show. Visit happyhiller.com for all your heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical problems today. That's happyhiller.com. Well, the Cavaliers shot the basketball well in the first quarter, and they led after one quarter of action 12-9, as the Commandos never really were able to figure out the Cavaliers' zone defense. That switched in the second quarter as the Commandos scored 15 points in the second quarter, outscoring the Cavaliers, who only were able to put up 9, but a big three before the end of the half for Bo Maxwell, the freshman, to cut the lead to 5 here at halftime. It was an 8-point lead for the Commandos there in the first half, the biggest that they had led in the first half. So our halftime score now reads 26-21. The Commandos have had 6 different players score already. Very balanced attack. Here are the scoring as follows. John Becker, 7 points to lead the way. Weston Hall has 6. Matt Montsegraves off the bench has 5. 4 points for Aiden Meadows, 2 for Riley Jordan, and 2 for Michael Moiskins. For the Cookeville Cavaliers, 2 players with 8 points, Jaron Davis and Bryce Herron, and 5 points for Bo Maxwell in that first half. The only 3 players, again, no Joseph Owens, no Walker Redding for the Cavaliers here in this ballgame, so they're very limited in their rotation so far and trying to find some offense outside of Jaron Davis, as the Commandos do know that he is their leading scorer. We also have a score update for Upperman. They are leading at halftime, 25-15 on the road at Franklin County. That score brought to you by Gentry's Power Equipment. Once again, Upperman leading Franklin County on the road, 25-15 at halftime. It's halftime here at Hendersonville with the Cavaliers trailing by 5, 26-21. We'll step aside when we come back. Second half is on the other side. You're watching Cavalier basketball presented by Double Precision Landscaping and Lawn Maintenance on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood, or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and test drive the all-new Chevy Trax or Silverado today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
The Quality Family, a local company supporting and caring for our local communities. The Quality Family offers services to get you back to the game. From bracing to oxygen and everything in between, we can meet your medical equipment needs with Buckeye Home Medical Equipment. If you have an in-home need for strength and conditioning, for example after a surgery or injury, Quality Home Health is available to provide individualized care while you are on the mend. For those with end-of-life diseases, Quality Hospice is available to provide nurturing care during those difficult times. Choose the Quality family of services for care within your community. Visit thequalityfamily.com to navigate all we have to offer you.
Hendersonville starts out with the basketball first here in the second half, leading 26-21 here on the main UCR Facebook page and a YouTube channel. A turnover, and the Cavaliers have it back. My name's Jacob Vincent, joined by the beautiful Desiree Vincent on camera. Bo Maxwell, a 3. Can't get the finish that time, but Jalen Dank has the rebound. That is a heck of a finish on the putback with the taller Weston Hall on top of him. And Jalen Dank finds his first bucket of the ball game and makes it a one-possession game, 26-23. Starters out there for the Cavaliers: Herron, Maxwell, Davis, Dank, and Parsons. And it looks like the same for the Commandos as well. Jordan, Hall, Becker, and Meadows. Here's the turnaround by Weston Hall from the elbow, and he gets the finish. He's got 8 points to lead the way for the Commandos in this ball game, back to a 5-point advantage, 28-23. Bryce Herron brings it across the timeline as he looks to Dank on the left wing. Parsons, top of the key, will throw back to Herron. Here's Maxwell again. And now Parsons on the left wing. looking around. They're going to give it to him if he wants to shoot it, as he missed one early on in the ball game. So that's one of those. They'll give it to you until you make it. Jalen Dank will be fouled here by Jordan, as Riley Jordan will pick up his first foul. Not too many fouls called so far in the ball game. 5 fouls called on the Cavaliers, 5 fouls called on the Commandos. Nobody in foul trouble. Brody Parsons has 2. Brady Casal has 2. Cooper Jordan has 2 for the Commandos. 6:34 to play here in the third quarter. The Cavaliers struggle to get the offense going in the second quarter. We'll see if they made some adjustments at halftime. Heron at the elbow, tries to get inside. Kicks it back out. Parsons will try the 3 this time. A little too strong. Maxwell can't get the rebound. It's out of bounds, though, and it'll stay with the Cavaliers. Last touch by Becker there on that far sideline. And Heron will have to inbound it in one of the toughest spots on the floor to inbound the basketball. Deep in that corner. He does find Parsons, though, on the top of the perimeter. Here's Maxwell on the right side and around to Davis. Davis trying to drive inside, spins in the lane, draws some contact, throws it up, missed it, almost got his own rebound, but Jordan's able to pull it out of there. 6:05 to play here in the third quarter. Commandos lead by 5. Here's Meadows. Throws it on that right wing. Now inside, Hall, down low. Riley Jordan puts it up and in with the right. The senior, 4 points in the contest. Makes it a 7-point advantage for the Commandos, who led by as many as 8 in the first half. The Cavaliers led after the first quarter, 12-9, with 4 made triples. Here's Heron from the elbow, too strong off the heel. And then the foul given by Brody Parsons. Just kind of caught himself in the wrong position at the wrong time. And Brady Casal will now check in with 5:38 remaining here in the third quarter. 30-23, Commandos on top by 7. Be Hendersonville basketball. Once again, keep those comments coming along. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. Here's Jordan inside, draws a good amount of contact, and he's going to be put at the line for 2 free throws. Foul on the Cavaliers is going to be whistled on Jalen Dank. Dank picks up his first. Free throw no good from Jordan. Something, well, actually, it's just their second. Make it third time to the line. Aiden Meadows was 0 for 3 from the stripe in that first half. Jaron Davis 2 for 2. Haven't been too many free throws taken in this game so far. And 0 for 2 that time. So Hendersonville ladies really struggled from the line. Cooper Jordan misses 2 from the stripe that time. He has not scored tonight. One of the starters for this Commandos team. There's Bo Maxwell on the top of the perimeter trying to get inside. Kicks to Heron for a 3. Missed it short. And a good rebound there by Cooper Jordan. 5:05 to go, third quarter, 30-23. Commandos on top. Meadows tries the 3. Up in the air after the miss. The rebound by Becker is put back up and in. Becker now with 9 points to lead the way for Hendersonville, and it's a 9-point lead, the biggest of the day so far for Hendersonville. 4:45 remaining here in the third quarter. There's Bryce Heron on the left wing. Round it comes to Casal as he looks inside. Davis trying to get position in the paint. Back out, Dank a 3 ball. Jalen Dank knocks it in. A big shot for him. A Gary Maxwell insurance 3. He's been needing to see that one go down. Riley Jordan trying to answer. Doesn't go. Becker somehow pulls in the rebound. Off to Hall in the middle of the lane. Can't get the soft touch as it went halfway down. 4:14 remaining in this third quarter. It's 32-26. Cavaliers trailing by 6. They're trying to go on a little bit of a run here. Maxwell into the corner. Dank, he just made one. Puts it on the deck, kicks it back out. Davis a pass fake. Now gives to Maxwell for the 3. It's off the mark. Here comes Hendersonville again with 3:55 on the clock. Hall. Free throw line pass is picked off by Davis. Davis with Jordan on him, and Jordan will reach in for the foul. Riley Jordan picks up his second. Be Cavalier basketball here on the near sideline. 3:49 to play here in the third quarter. Second team foul on Hendersonville. Heron will inbound. Maxwell across the timeline sets up the offense for the Cavaliers. Here he is on the right wing as he gives to Dank. Skip it over to Casal on the left wing for a three. Missed it short. Can't get the rebound. Here comes Meadows. Up ahead to Hall. He traveled. He was looking for that pass down low to Riley Jordan. Hesitated just a second and didn't pull the trigger. So it'll be a travel and a turnover back to the Cavaliers with 3:26 remaining here in the third quarter and a 32-26 ball game with Hendersonville on top. Heron. Casal. They're bringing the defense out now on the Cavaliers, trying to speed them up a little bit. There are going to be some backdoor cuts available here. Heron now driving, gives it back out to Maxwell on the right wing. He puts it on the deck. He spins to the right side. Dank's open for a three, and a little too strong that time. Meadows now trying to take it inside. Meadows, good defense by Jalen Dank as he alters it away. Bo Maxwell's got it for the Cavaliers. They still trail by 6. Davis inside, drawing the contact and finishing. Jaron Davis into double figures with 10, and he's had to earn those 10 points tonight. There's Hall in the middle of the lane, and he traveled again. He did. He took that little bunny hop and shuffled his feet. 32-28. The Cavaliers have cut it to 4 after trailing by 9. 2:36 to play here in the third quarter. Big possession here for Cookeville. Then hanging around in this ball game. Hendersonville winners of 4 of their last 5 games. Jaron Davis, a nice catch inside, gets good position with the shot fake and then the finish. And just like that, it's a 2-point game. 32-30. Cavaliers have cut it to 2. Meadows across the timeline now. On that right wing, we'll give back to Meadows, top of the key. Here's Becker inside Hall. Back out to Becker again. Cavaliers have been in that zone defense all night long. Hall to Meadows on the drive. Spins around, blocked out of there by Jalen Dank. Good help defense by Jalen Dank. Hendersonville will keep it here on the near sideline as a couple of subs will come in. Seagraves checks in, and Michael Moiskins as well with 1:53 to go here in the third quarter. Cavaliers trailed by as many as 9, have cut it to 2. They inbound it to Riley Jordan out top. Cooper Jordan with it. Gives to Riley in the middle of the lane. Puts up the floater, can't get it to go, and Davis has the rebound now. Cavaliers have a chance to tie or take the lead. Maxwell on the drive inside, tried to wrap it around to a cutting Bryce Heron to the basket and turned it over instead. And so it will be Hendersonville basketball with 90 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Becker throws to Riley Jordan, back out to Cooper. It was deflected first by Maxwell. Cooper probes and then pulls it back out. Here's Riley Jordan again with 1:15 remaining in the quarter and a 32-30 ball game. Nice job by the Cavaliers to go on their run and answer back. Riley Jordan out to Seagraves for the 3 try, in and out. And Davis another rebound for the Cavaliers. He leads the team in that category at over 7.5 rebounds a game. Maxwell a 3. Too short, but he got his own rebound. Out to Casal, one more to Dank. He gets tripped up and is fouled, and he fell hard on that parquet floor. And that one's going to be whistled on Becker. It's his first. 50.7 seconds. They inbound it to Dank, trying to get it into Davis, almost turned it over. Back out to Casal. Here's Heron in the corner. Inside, skip pass, Dank for the lead. No good. And the rebound down to the Commandos. 38 seconds to play here in the third and a 2-point game. 32-30, Commandos on top. Coach Clancy Hall here in his 8th season with the Commandos, directing traffic here at the end of the third quarter with 23 seconds to go. As Cooper Jordan is going to run it down. He'll dribble it out, 15 seconds. Gives to Seagraves. Cooper Jordan spinning. Back out to Seagraves. He takes the 3. No good, but the rebound for Becker, no. 1 second here, and Davis can't get it off in time. And a good end to the third quarter for the Cavaliers. They only trail by 2. It's 32-30. We're back after this as you watch Cookeville Cavalier basketball presented by 931 Sports Cards and Collectibles on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
When you order delivery from Domino's, you can get more than just pizza for $6.99. You can get specialty chicken, savory pastas, oven-baked Parmesan bread bites, molten lava crunch cakes, and medium 2-topping pizzas as well. We didn't stop at pizza, and you don't have to either.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this home on Links Drive in Cookeville. With 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms at a prime location, this could be your forever home. Call 931-979-1191 for more information and to schedule a showing, or visit chadandamycrouch.com. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back here to Hendersonville. At the end of 3 quarters, Hendersonville on top by 2, 32-30, but they led by as many as 9 in that third quarter. The Cavaliers able to cut it to 2. They'll start out with the ball here to start the fourth with a chance to tie or take the lead for the first time, to get the lead back, I should say. They led after the first quarter 12-9 and then surrendered the lead early on in the second. Trailed by as many as 9 in this game, but it has been tightly contested all the way through. Cavaliers found a little bit of rhythm. Dank trying to get it down low to Davis. A really tough catch, and Jaron Davis finishes inside to tie it up at 32. Davis, fresh off his 32-point performance against Pickett County, has 14 tonight. It's 32 all. 7:40 to go in the ball game. Here's Hall inside. Hall trying to get around Jalen Dank. He lost it, and the Cavaliers have a chance to take the lead back now. Davis brings it up. At the top of the key, thought about the 3, throws off to Casal. Here's Bo Maxwell. One more to Heron. Casal again. 45 seconds into the fourth quarter. Davis catches. Deep 3 on the way. Off the mark as it hits the right side of the rim. Aiden Meadows will bring it ahead for the Commandos. 7 minutes to play in the contest. Both these teams looking for a big win. Underneath the basket, and a nice finish for Riley Jordan. He gets his 6th point of the contest. 30-second timeout taken by the Commandos. We'll keep it right here. 7 minutes to play. It's 34-32. Parents and caregivers, the best defense starts at home. Take a timeout to talk with your youth about the dangers of substance misuse. Talk, they hear you. For important resources, including conversation tips, visit powerofputnam.org. 34-32, Cookeville leads with, Cookeville trails with 7 minutes to play here in the contest. The Lady Cavaliers got a big win in game number 1, 44-34. They led by 16 at halftime, and you got to give a tip of the cap to Hendersonville. They had nothing going offensively. They were able to get it going in the second half. The Lady Cavaliers able to hit free throws and get out of this one with a road victory here at Hendersonville. We'll see what the Cavaliers can do here in the fourth quarter. Meadows stole it away, and then they called a travel. Okay. We'll go with it. Cavaliers were due a couple of those. So it will be Cavalier basketball. Heron will set up the offense. 6:45 to play. Dank on the left wing. Had Heron inside. He gets the feed in the finish. Heck of a cut and a nice finish. Bryce Heron is into double figures. He's got 10. Ties it up at 34 again. 6.5 to play here in the contest. Here's Cooper Jordan with the basketball. Meadows finds Hall inside. Kick out. Becker takes the elbow jumper and can't get it to go. Davis, a nice rebound. Jaron Davis has done a great job at the bottom side of that zone, rebounding the basketball when the shots go up. Jalen Dank in the corner looks inside with 6:11 to play here in the contest. Bo Maxwell crosses to the left side now. Now Jalen Dank again trying to get inside. Splits the defense with the right. He gets the finish, and Cookeville takes the lead again. 36-34, 5:53 to play in the ball game. Cooper Jordan thought about the 3, and a hand check foul called on Bo Maxwell. I mean, I guess technically it is a foul. He did get 2 hands on him, but my goodness. Maxwell picks it up. It's his first. It's the team's first with 5:40 to go. Meadows, a 3 connects. Aiden Meadows, a big shot. And a timeout taken by Hendersonville with 5:38 remaining in the contest. Another 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Once again, we appreciate everyone tuning in tonight. It's been a good couple of ball games so far. Cavaliers trailing by one now, 37-36. After that, 3 by Aiden Meadows, who has been big tonight. He's got 7 points. It's been a very balanced attack offensively for the Commandos. Being led with 9 points by John Becker. They've got 37, and their leading scorer has 9. So it's been very, very balanced. On the other side for the Cavaliers, they've got 36 points and 2 players in double figures. Now as Bryce Herron has 10 and Jaron Davis has 12. Out of the timeouts, a little bit of pressure here, a little man-to-man pressure for the Commandos. 5:37 to go in the ball game. 4 timeouts remaining for the Cavaliers, 3 timeouts remaining for Hendersonville. And the possession arrow in favor of the Commandos. Only 1 team foul called on the Cavaliers, none on the Commandos so far. Parsons in the corner for a 3. Man, that is a big one. Brody Parsons hits the Gary Maxwell Insurance 3. Massive shot for the Cavaliers to put them back up by 2, 39-37. Out top is Aiden Meadows. He'll take it right side, pull up, throw it backside. It is almost picked off by Davis. And underneath, it'll be turned over anyways, and it will be Cavalier basketball. Good defensive stand there with 4:58 remaining here in the contest. Bryce Herron looks to the sideline as he'll bring it ahead. Here's the bounce pass to Maxwell. Back out to Herron. Davis at the elbow. Pulls it out. 4:37 to go in the ball game. 39-37. Cookeville leads by 2. Maxwell on the left wing. Jabs, drives, kicks out. Herron in the corner. Finds Dank. Wide open for a 3. Couldn't get it to go. Parsons got the rebound. Missed it on the way back up. And then a foul on the Cavaliers. I think they get Jaron Davis underneath the basket. With a little bit of a push, they do. Davis picks up his second foul. With 4:21 to go here in the contest, second team foul on the Cavaliers. They lead by 2, and it will be Commandos basketball going the other way. 4:19 to go in the ball game. There's Becker on the right wing. Meadows again going up against that zone defense. Cooper Jordan tries the 3 and hits. First bucket of the day for the senior puts Hendersonville on top by 1, 40-39. 4 minutes to play. This has turned into a great game. Davis and a foul. Cooper Jordan thought he met him straight up in good guarding position, but it's going to be the 3rd foul on Cooper Jordan as they do call the blocking foul. And a timeout's going to be taken by the Cavaliers. Full timeout on the floor with 3:54 to go in the contest. Cavs trail by 1. You're watching Cavalier basketball presented by 931 Sports Cards and Collectibles on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future. It's what we do.
Welcome back here to Hendersonville. Cookeville trailing by 1. They take the timeout. It's 40-39. 3 minutes, 54 seconds to play in the ball game. A quick check of the Upperman score. They lead Franklin County on the road 42-25 after 3 quarters of action. That score brought to you by Gentry's Power Equipment. Again, no Bronston Chaffin for the Bees today, so they're still leading, now building their lead by 17 after 3 quarters of action. Right here with 3:53 remaining in the 4th quarter, it's 40-39. It is Cavalier basketball, and they trail by 1. Here's Parsons at the elbow. Looks back door. Now hands off to Bryce Herron. Around right side, Maxwell. Good movement here for the Cavaliers. Davis had good position, but really good defense by Becker to take that basketball away. He read it perfectly. 3.5 to go. 2 team fouls on the Cavaliers, just 1 on the Commandos. Possession arrow in favor of Hendersonville. And now Hendersonville using a little bit of clock. Gives it back out to Meadows, and they're just going to hold, and they're going to spread this defense out for Cookeville because they have been in that zone all night long. So now Hendersonville is going to force their hand with a 1-point lead and spread them out. So they do go man. 3 minutes to play. On the right wing, driving Becker, back out to Meadows. He penetrates to the basket, a whistle, and a blocking foul called on the Cavaliers. They get this one on. And they're going to get Brody Parsons. Parsons will pick up his 4th foul with 2:53 to go in the contest. Aiden Meadows will head to the line. He is 0 for 3 from the stripe so far tonight. He's got 7 points in the contest. And Hendersonville electing to not throw any rebounders in there. They don't want to give up any transition buckets to the Cavaliers going the other way after a possible miss on the second free throw. 1-point lead right now for Hendersonville. And he misses the first again. Now 0 for 4 on the night is Meadows. Meadows, couple of dribbles, finally gets one to go. First made free throw of the night for the Commandos. They're 1 for 7. 41-39, 2:48 to go here in the fourth quarter. Cookeville has the basketball. They trail by 2. Cavaliers have lost 4 games in a row. Commandos have won 4 of their last 5. Davis with it. Man-to-man defense for the Commandos. Throws to Parsons. Here's Heron. Taking it left side, trying to drive in, out to Denk. Parsons. Heron again. Here's Davis. 2:21 to play. Davis trying to get inside, had it stolen away by Cooper Jordan. He races to the other side at the basket, blocked from behind by Denk, but a foul is called. It was actually Riley Jordan, and Denk was trying to help him up and show some good sportsmanship. Denk will pick up the second foul, and it will be 2 free throws here for Riley Jordan at the line with 2:13 to go in the contest. That is the 4th team foul on the Cavaliers as well. Commandos only have 1, so they've got fouls to play with and a lead. Depending on how these free throws go, an extended lead. That first one good from Riley Jordan. He was a little bit shaken up after it as he fell on the floor. He took a good amount of contact from Denk. Second free throw is good. So 2 for 2 from the stripe, and now the Commandos 3 for 4 from the line. They lead by 4, 43-39. 2:10 to play here in the fourth quarter. Heron will give off to Jalen Denk. Cavaliers trailed by as many as 9 in the second half. Took a lead. Davis inside, off the window and good. What a finish there for Jaron Davis, who now has 16. And they have been guarding him like crazy throughout the night tonight. 43-41, needing a big stop. Meadows on the drive. Gets cut off. Out to Jordan. And he traveled. It'll be Cavalier basketball with 1:39 to go in the fourth. Good defense again out at the top of the key. Trailing by 2 are the Cavaliers. They've got 3 timeouts remaining if they need one. Heron will take it right side. Here's Denk. Maxwell picks it up. Throws to Heron. Here's Jaron Davis. Maxwell looks at the basket. Parsons, he had Heron open. Couldn't get it there. And a timeout taken by Cookeville with 1:17 to play in the fourth quarter. They trail by 2. I think it'll just be a 30-second timeout at will, so we'll keep it right here. Parents and caregivers, the best defense starts at home. Take a timeout to talk with your youth about the dangers of substance misuse. Talk, they hear you. For important resources, including conversation tips, visit powerofputnam.org. 1:17 remaining here in the ball game. 43-41. Cookeville trails by 2. They use a timeout, so they've got a 30-second timeout and a full timeout remaining. The problem, though, that it's going to come down to is Hendersonville has 3 fouls to give. They've only got 1 team foul here in the fourth quarter, so they can play very aggressive defense, leading by 2, and Cookeville has 4 team fouls. So any foul on them is going to put the Commandos at the line. Here's Dank at the elbow. Hands off to Maxwell. Davis trying to get inside, rises up and finishes. We are tied. Davis 6 points here in the fourth quarter. He's got 18 on the game. It's 43 all with 56 seconds to play. Meadows on the drive, spins, backdoor to Jordan, who is wide open for the bucket. Commandos lead by 2 with 45 seconds to play, 45-43. And another timeout taken by the Cavaliers. I would imagine this will be the full timeout. 40.6 seconds on the clock. It's 45-43. And it will be a full timeout. We'll step aside. Back in 30 seconds on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate is proud to present the Goff Ridge Resort at Center Hill Lake, featuring homes and large level building lots. Homes starting in the 290s and building lots starting at $42,900. The lots are soil tested and approved with utilities at the road and are ready for you to build your dream home. For more information, contact Realtor Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145.
Welcome back here to Hendersonville. Good finish brewing between these two sides. Out of the timeout, it will be Cookeville basketball trailing by 2. 40 seconds to play in the contest. Here's Bryce Herron. Throws to Maxwell. Parsons lost the basketball, got it back. He will be fouled, but that's okay because it's just the second team foul on the Commandos. They have fouls to give. First foul on Weston Hall. 32 seconds to play. They still have 2 fouls to give, that being the Commandos. So they can be very aggressive defensively. They're going to lay off here for now. They're going to let that clock run down. Dank on the left wing. Trying to get it to Davis. He catches at the elbow. Back out to Herron. Herron at the free throw line. Here's Maxwell with 18 seconds. Now Jaron Davis with 16 seconds. The clock still running. Jaron Davis backing down his defender, trying to create some space. He finishes, and we are tied. 9 seconds to go, and a timeout taken by the Cavaliers is their final one. Jaron Davis knocks it in inside with another tough finish, as he is up to 20 points on the ball game. It's 45-45, 7.8 seconds on the clock. The Cavaliers have 4 team fouls, so they cannot foul. They've got to play straight-up defense or create a turnover to force overtime. So the 30-second timeout, they are out of timeouts. The possession arrow in favor of the Commandos here. And they still have 3 timeouts remaining. But what a job by this Cavalier team. Trailed by as many as 9 in the second half. Jaron Davis has 12 points in the second half. He has been tremendous. 20 points on the ball game. So it will be Commandos basketball. They have to go the length of the court with 7.8 seconds on the clock. It's 45-45. They're not going to guard the inbounds. They're going to meet him at half court. Here comes Cooper Jordan. Races to the other side, and then they will take another timeout and set up a play. So it will be a full timeout taken by the Commandos. 3.7 seconds. We'll keep it right here in a tie ball game. 45-45. Good amount of time ran off the clock for them to get to the sideline to take the timeout. So 3.7 seconds on the clock. And again, the Cavaliers do not have any fouls to give. The Commandos do have 2 timeouts remaining. With 3.7 seconds, you're drawing this up for the win. Head coach Clancy Hall calling his team over. He drew up a beautiful play to take the lead a possession ago. The Cavaliers able to answer to tie it up at 45 apiece. And for the Cavaliers, desperately looking for a win, have fallen in 4 straight games. With a final, Upperman beating Franklin County on the road tonight, 53-32. Once again, Upperman beats Franklin County on the road, 53-32. That score brought to you by Gentry's Power Equipment. 3.7 seconds on the clock. The Commandos will inbound on the far sideline. It'll be Becker to inbound the basketball in a tie ball game, 45-45. Cavaliers got to play straight-up defense. And they will take another timeout. And that's be another full timeout. We'll keep it here. They've got 1 timeout remaining. Normally you do that if you want to see how they're going to set up, but it's just defense, so I'm not exactly sure the thinking behind that one, but, you know, they're going to draw it up another play possibly. Or they just wanted to take another timeout to have some extra time to talk about it. For the Commandos, coming up next, they'll be on the road at White House. The Cavaliers supposed to play Knox Webb coming up on Friday. That game probably not going to happen, which means they're going to start district play coming up on Tuesday, where they will play at Smyrna. So it'll be Commandos basketball on that far sideline right in front of their bench. 3.7 seconds to go in a tie ball game at 45 apiece. Casal, Maxwell, Heron, Davis, and Dank, the five out there for the Cavaliers. Becker, Jordan, Hall, and Meadows for the Commandos. They throw it straight up in the air for Hall. He tips it to Jordan, and he finishes with a foul. What a play. Throw it to the tallest guy on the floor, tip it down to the block. Riley Jordan finishes, and he'll have a free throw to complete the three-point play. And if I'm him, I don't know if I don't think about missing this with 1.5 on the clock. That is what he does. Davis has it for the win. Cannot get it to go, and Hendersonville walks out of here with a victory. What a win it is. 47-45. They knock off the Cookeville Cavaliers on a beautiful play drawn up. Riley Jordan finishes at the basket. And Cookeville cannot get the finish at the very end, but what a basketball game. That one was a lot of fun to call. We'll tally up these final scores. We'll bring you the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. Heck of a finish for the Commandos, who improved to 8-6 on the season. Cavaliers fall to 7-8. Riley Jordan gets the game winner as he finishes through the contact, and what a play call as well. Throw it up to the tallest guy on the floor at the elbow, tip it down to the block. Not too often you see that, but that was a heck of a play call. And the winner goes down for the Hendersonville Commanders. Here are the final tallies for both sides. First for the Cookeville Cavaliers, they were led by Jaron Davis. A valiant effort again, 20 points tonight. 12 of those came in the second half, trailed by as many as 9 in the second half. And able to get a lead in the fourth quarter, but unable to get the lead with zeros on the clock. But 20 points tonight for Jaron Davis, 10 points for Bryce Heron, 7 for Jalen Dank, 5 points for Bo Maxwell, and 3 for Brody Parsons. On the other side for Hendersonville, they were led by Riley Jordan, who had 10 points. 6 of those came in the fourth quarter, and of course the game winner. He is definitely going to be your Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. 9 points for John Becker, 8 points for Aiden Meadows, 8 points for Weston Hall, 5 for Cooper Jordan, 2 points for Michael Moiskins, and 5 for Mont Seagraves. Once again, the final score, 47-45. Hendersonville wins it after trailing in the first quarter. They built a lead in the second and the third before the Cavaliers fought back after trailing by 9 to take a lead in the fourth. And then a great play drawn up for Hendersonville as Weston Hall, the tallest player on the court, jumps up in the air at the elbow, tips it down to the low block to Riley Jordan, who's cutting to the basket. He finishes through the contact for the win with 1.5 seconds, and the Cavaliers cannot get the final heave at the buzzer. The final score tonight, 47-45. The Commandos knock off the Cavaliers. Once again, next up for the Cavaliers, they are scheduled to play Knox Webb on Friday. That game most likely not happening, so they're probably going to be playing on the road at Smyrna on Tuesday to open up district play. The girls, the Lady Cavaliers, they win 44-34 as they improve to 11-3 on the season. Cookeville on the boys' side falls to 7-8. That's going to do it for us tonight. For the beautiful Desiree Vincent on my left, I'm Jacob Vincent saying so long from Hendersonville. Lady Cavaliers win 44-34. The Commandos on the boys' side win 47-45.